Oh no.
Welcome to the Cardboard Illuminati podcast, live and in person, quarantine person. Let's dive into sports card culture. The Cardboard Illuminati podcast is brought to you by Sports Card Junction, your friendly neighborhood card shop. Located in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Sports Card Junction carries everything a collector needs, ranging from supplies, singles, packs, and boxes. Find whatever you need in store or on sportscardjunction.com. The opinions and views shared in this podcast do not reflect those of Sports Card Junction. So I don't know who's watching at this point. If you feel free to pop some comments in if you're watching.
Hi, Craig.
Hi, Craig.
Sorry, Craig.
If I don't too well.
Welcome to the Cardboard Illuminati on ice. Minus the ice. So, all right. So, new releases out this week. We have 2020 Bowman Baseball, which just continues to do 2020 things, and just what the fuck is going on with these prices?
Why'd you buy all the Bowman retail so I couldn't buy it and flip it? Shut up.
Honestly?
Yeah, I don't understand any of it.
It is one of the best looking Bowman sets I've ever seen in person, which makes me sad because it's going to be so hard for people to rip it.
Yeah. I just don't like the edges. It feels like those emoji parallels in that one Donruss Panini.
Yeah, but at least they're not actually emojis.
Yeah,
Touche.
I just wish it was natural borders. 2010 is probably my favorite Chrome design when it comes to Bowman.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Also out is 2019 and 2020 Mosaic Basketball. Just more of it got released. It came out a couple months ago or whatever, but it actually released for once.
Hashtag invest.
Hashtag invest. Again, the cards look very nice.
Yeah, the cards look great. It just, that is a lot of money for one box.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, if people are going to pay it, what's Panini going to do? We're going to sell for less than what we can get now.
No, the prices will just continue to go up.
Yeah, and it's just, that's what the market is demanding right now.
That's what it is. If you don't want boxes to be so high, stop buying boxes when they're this high. That's all you need to do.
The card market is higher than Snoop Dogg at a Willie Nelson concert.
You've been wanting to say that for a while, haven't you?
I fucking love saying that. It's fantastic. Also out this week, 2020 Select Baseball. Gorgeous.
It looks good. It looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Also, just a heads up, we appreciate everyone throwing the comments in. We'll get to them as we get to them. A lot of them are just, hey guys, what's up? Every now and then I might throw a couple of them up on the screen. But
Jack hasn't fucked it up yet.
Yet. The night is still young.
Yet.
Yeah, no gamer words, Jack.
No promises. The people
also not really out this week, but Topps Project 2020 cards. What the fuck?
I don't understand any of it. I mean, I don't really. I mean, I don't think people realize they can buy these for $20.
I understand that, you may like some of the artists and stuff like that, but take the Ben Baller Trout, for example. That has a print run of 34,000, a little over.
Which is a lot.
If you pull a Trout card out of a pack that's numbered out of 34,000, how much money are you going to sell it for on eBay at an auction?
$5.
Yeah, maybe $5. The Ben Baller Trout is selling. It crossed over 100 tonight. What?
I don't understand.
Again, some of these cards look very nice. It's just they don't look like $400 nice.
Exactly.
What did the 101 go for?
Yes, Jack does indeed look like a toddler Thor.
It's the quarantine. It's the quarantine beard. I'm trying my best. I know it's not good.
Do you have like
I
a
can't
little
grow a good beard,
like a
I'm
little
sorry.
Tyke's hammer?
He does have a hammer,
I
but
don't.
it's not
I
little
wish I did
tight.
now. Ooh.
But oh man.
I
mean, I should. Sorry, I own some of the Project 2020 cards, so I'm just gonna shut the fuck up. Or I could just
what
say
did the 101 trout go for?
stupid money. But
What, like-
I mean, this is an
wasn't it like
unbiased
9
opinion.
grand?
I'm just informing the masses. You guys should definitely invest in Project 2020, Ichiro Suzuki JK5 cards. Shout out Slapstocks.
Friend of the
Pump and
channel.
dump. Yay.
I actually don't. I actually just sold that, so I'm not actually pumping and dumping there. Crazy Card says not to listen to them, Jack.
Oh, thank you, Crazy Cards. One person doesn't hate the beard. I've done it. I've won.
I mean, my beard isn't that great either.
I
beard's
shaved
fine.
today because I was ashamed of what was on my face.
The
I
problem is
did
with
not
my
also
beard,
shave today.
like 3 hairs on each side would just stick out, and it would just look like a ugly field. Like, there's nothing I can do. I was born with bad genes. I'm sorry.
Do you know what that beard needs?
What?
A bowl cut.
Me.
No. Never. No.
Hop on down to the Amish farms.
I told you that one time, like, I go to Supercuts for like an $8 haircut, and shockingly, the $8 haircut didn't turn out to be to professional standards. They gave me a goddamn mullet before I walked out.
Well, what the fuck do you think you're getting for $8?
Not a mullet. It's not 1980 anymore. Everyone kept calling me Joe Dirt.
Was it in the South?
No, it was in California.
Also, the Ermsey Trout got 7,750. Thank you, Hudson fan.
Yeesh.
Yeah, it's.
I
I
why?
love it, but at the same time, I hate it because I really like Cat. I really like some of the cards that I got, but I only got one of them, so I'm torn on what to do with them because the markets are just going crazy.
Absolutely sell them. You can buy something else you like. It's just
This is Lena, by the way.
Apparently, I do not look like I sound.
You don't.
wait, Nate, you're not black?
I mean, this is definitely my radio voice,
Yeah, Nate does not sound like this in real.
but yeah, I sound like this, guys.
Oh my god.
What's up, guys?
Seriously, become a voice actor right now. Do it.
I'm working on it.
Oh,
I might start with voiceovers like I do for our commercials and stuff.
I'm so for that.
You should buy Summer's Eve douche. Anyways, moving on. Did you guys pick up anything good this week?
Let me think. I spent too much. I'm in personal debt, and I keep buying. The one I got that I liked was the Andy Isabella, Kyler Murray. I don't know why I said Andy first, but the Pen Pals 101 auto. It's their first like on card licensed 101. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Oh no, the chat's gonna bully me now.
No. Nate sounds like the guy molesting the kid Nate looks like. Hey, little kid, do you want some candy? Sure, mister. What are you doing?
I've got some Project 2020 in this van over here.
I got some Gary V Topps boxes.
Oh, that was good.
No, that's just
That was
repellent.
good.
That's not something to lure
Oh,
people in.
I'm already saying donate the quad. Oh, now you put it on the screen. No. I knew it was coming. I just didn't want it to come.
That.
Okay, yeah.
Don't put that.
Moving
Don't
on,
put
Tyler, what did you pick up this week?
I bought an Aaron Rodgers Exquisite, so I wasn't intending on winning it. somehow I did. So
Tyler,
Yeah, we
can't
know.
keep using this excuse. It's like the 847th time. Oops, I just accidentally won this $800 card.
Yes,
How'd that happen?
legitimately, for the people that don't believe us, legitimately, every single week, at least once, we will get a message from Tyler saying, "Guys, I just accidentally won another card." We're like, "Come on."
At this point, it's not an accident. Like, fool me once, like, shame on me. Fool me 873 time, fiddle dee.
But yeah, how do you accidentally buy a Rogers Exquisite?
because you put in a bid and you
Oh,
expect
shit,
the
I
bid
stepped
to
in
win.
Aaron Rodgers again.
Like, come on.
I mean, shit happens. I got to flex somehow.
I picked up one of my white whales this week, the Steven Strasburg First Bowman Auto, the paper, in a 9.510.
That was very cool. I was proud of you, Nate.
Below
No, that's
comps.
a very clean card, and it's my favorite design of Bowman.
I was so happy when I won that. I was sitting on the couch and like I just started like fist pumping after the auction ended, and Charlotte was just like, okay. And
Maybe I need to rethink this whole fiance thing.
oh man, but other than that,
I'm kidding, Charlotte. Love you. Not that love, but you know.
Relatively quiet week for the hobby. I know there were big releases, but there wasn't much.
I feel like all the noise came from like retail releasing and people going to their Walmarts to beat up 5-year-olds for Bowman.
I only ran over 5 children to get
women.
mine.
Don't forget 75-year-old.
Nate, if you only murdered 5 people, you're one of the good people of the hobby, and we thank you. That's the bar we've set now.
That is the limit. So I'm gonna have to be real careful next time. Next time I go to Target.
No, oh God, stop telling me to sell the quad.
Yes.
No.
Cyberbullying for good.
I just wanted to buy a card of the team I like. Help. I didn't ask for this life.
Our mine and Nate's plane is still in motion. So
Nate has now Dominguez money, so he can fly down and rob me. I'm scared.
Literally every time we bring up the quad, I just imagine Jack holding it with this.
How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes. Got no.
Please tell me that's what's going on. You have to be playing that song when you hold it and be ashamed of yourself.
I mostly just think, "Aw," and then I move on. I will hope you track down one of the other 4. I will.
See, another collector that has what it takes to get the retail packs.
That petition that some dude made on change.org about getting 100 people to sign the petition. Like, yeah, dude, Target and Walmart are going to listen to a petition signed by 100 people.
That's the funniest part. Like, do you actually imagine, like, Target? We have 100 signatures. You can no longer enact these policies within your stores. 100 people said so. It's like,
whoa.
I mean, as someone who worked at Target for 4 years, Target doesn't even give a shit about their employees, much less a petition signed by 100
We
people.
have more people in the store right now than you have signatures.
Pretty much.
Target doesn't care about cards. Like, the only reason they the closest thing they got was like moving them so people would stop stealing them and getting returns.
Yeah.
I mean, the people at Target, they don't know anything about cards. I mean,
I don't blame them. Like, their job is not to know the hobby.
I mean, I know that, but I'm just saying that you could return a blaster box with just cards just randomly thrown in there, and they would just accept it like they don't know any better.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing. I feel bad for them if people give them shit for that. Because, like, I work at Best Buy, therefore I must know about every single thing in the store.
How many gigahertz is a Dell printer?
Like,
how do I rotate text in Microsoft Paint?
Where is your electronics department? That's the one that always gets me.
when I worked at Best Buy, when you walk in the door, immediately to the right is the TVs.
Yes.
And somebody walked in and was like, "Do y'all sell TVs?" It's like, really? There's literally half the fucking store is TVs to your right. But I love retail.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I worked in a card shop, like intern, quote unquote, when I was in high school for a card shop, and these like troublemaking kids always came in, and one of them
Were
one
they
time,
up to no good?
yeah, they started making trouble with the neighborhood, and then I got into
Ah.
one little fight. My mom got scared, and then she just disowned me.
Sounds about
Anyways,
right.
Okay, then.
I would too.
Great story.
But I was working in that card shop, and like, first of all, those kids like literally ran into the store one time hiding from the police. So that's the type of kids these were, and they were also like 8.
They're just having fun.
Fucking
yeah.
hoodlums, man. They're gangbanging right now.
But one time, one of the kids, it was probably like the middle child, just like dumped a bunch of change onto the counter, and just asked me, "Do you know how to make $1 out of money?" And I just
That's
stared
when you
at.
just take all of it.
I just stared at him like, yes.
You goddamn whippersnappers, get out of my stores. Get off my lawn.
But just the question, do you know how to make $1 out of money, has stuck into my brain for what, 5 years now?
Oh, that's like the old lady that walked into Best Buy and asked if we sold bread. Not even kidding.
The worst one for me.
Okay, I can note that. Hold on,
Okay.
I can note that.
Oh boy.
When I worked at
Tyler.
Petco, when I was a manager at Petco, this guy came in and was like, "Do y'all sell condoms and plain B for dogs?" I'm like, "Excuse me? Do y'all sell condoms and plain B for dogs?" No, sir, we do not. Do you know where I can get some? No, sir, I do not. You might want to check Amazon or a vet or something, but we do not sell it here. Okay, thank you. And just left.
Oh, check out Joe's Dog Sex Emporium right down the
Yeah.
road.
Or check out wefuckdogs.com.
I don't know
I
will-
I'm scared that exists now. I'm not even going to look.
I will follow Tyra's story, but I feel like I can't anymore. But during quarantine, thank you.
We appreciate it.
During quarantine, like I was just going to the post office, and like I just had to drop something off, and this old lady was in front of me, and she just I posted about this before. She just holds the door open for me. I'm like, okay, thank you. Like mid thank you, like I'm like and then mid thank you, she just turns and gets in my face. Do you mind keeping your distance? And I just stare at her, and then just drop off my package. But the whole time I'm driving home, I was like, God, I hope she dies. I was so irrationally mad about it.
Alrighty, I think we should move on.
It wasn't literally like that.
Unless you guys have anything else for the recap.
Not that I can think of.
No, just
My blind dog is just being stupid.
to be fair, bread is not sold at Best Buy.
Speaking of bread, welcome back to Baking Biscuits, the part of the show where we talk about what fucks our biscuits. Brought to you by Chris Cards KC. Let's take a look in the kitchen and see who's getting their biscuits fucked. Tyler?
I can't believe you brought biscuits. I mean,
I baked these. I left them in a little long. They're still good, though.
I'm disappointed.
I'm proud of you. I'm ashamed but proud at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm proud of you for bringing biscuits, but I'm disappointed that you overcooked them.
Fake podcast host.
Do you know how many things I had to do today to get ready for this?
Wait, who is getting their biscuits? Fuck, it's
Yours.
me.
Tyler.
I'm sorry, I've been busy at work. Shit.
You, Tyler. You.
Do I fuck your biscuits?
I have crumbs everywhere.
Two fingers. We all know the rule.
Okay. Have we done Mitchell and Ness yet? Is that fuck anybody's biscuits?
Yes, we've
God.
done that.
Fuck.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, on the live stream,
You
Tyler.
see what I put up with?
Actually, hold on. My vet's calling.
Oh no.
Vet. Okay,
Okay. Do you?
that's a legitimate.
Yeah, that's fair. His little boy needs help.
Yes, one of his ferrets is sick.
Uh,
So, you know what fucks my biscuits?
Okay, let's go. What?
Just people
Oh.
shit on retail products all the time. And yet, retail products, current day at shelf price, MSRP, which that's a whole other conversation. Best bang for your buck.
Yeah. Well, it depends on the product.
I mean, not entirely, because if you rip Score retail, you're pretty much getting the same thing as Score hobby. You're just getting it's a smaller dose.
Well, my first thought was one of those like ultimate pack chases where it's like you could win a Babe Ruth signed ball. In reality, you just get like 10 packs of 89 Fleer.
Are you seriously gonna fucking complain about that? You
No.
won a signed Babe Ruth baseball from one of those contests.
Not out of this one, though. It's a different one. Just because I won a contest at a point in time, that doesn't mean any product that has a contest is good.
Like, come on. You
Nate.
won.
Eight. Yes, we have a soundboard just for the live shows.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Don't let this
EQH.
people-
Hell yes. 29 Prestige, one of my favorite rips this year. Absolutely. Those
Yes.
were so much fun and worth the money, too.
Like I said, retail products are a lot better than people give them credit for.
Well, I joked about this earlier, but it's like Schrodinger's retail. Retail isn't worth it, and I'm just so, like, I don't get you people. I don't get you
Agree
people
with you there.
who go around their tri-state area and buy every Bowman box they see. And those same people are like, why isn't there any Bowman? I went to every Target in my tri-state area and there was none. You're all greedy. Eh.
Again, I will say this. Don't clear them out. If somebody was there before you and got a bunch, sure. Don't buy the entire stock if it's like a lot.
That's fair.
Share a little bit.
Yeah.
Or you're going to have to repeat kindergarten.
It just the people who complain about like just there wasn't any, you guys are mean, are annoying. But the people who are like, this is capitalism. If you don't like it, you hate America. You people are also annoying. I look down for 2 seconds and it's back.
At least you can see the reflection in my lenses, but at least it's not porn.
Yet.
If Jack put on glasses like this, it would be hentai everywhere.
Hey, I just my screensaver is of a lovely anime lady. She is fully clothed most of the time, but the rest is just things I need to read that I need to get caught up on.
Caveat again.
Okay.
Most of the time.
Okay, one, she's in a bath, but it doesn't show anything.
Sir,
I didn't put it there.
There are children listening to this.
They're not in the bath.
They might not know what baths are. You are corrupting the youth.
Never bathe before marriage, kids.
I've been to some shows where I'm pretty sure people that were there believed in that.
Oh no! Oh yes, I remember. I remember when
And those people are never getting married.
Remember Brian, the person who threatened to call my school? Yeah, people told me he smelled like a can of expired Cheese Whiz in person. I fully believe it because he has like 19 fat pockets on each side. I don't care. This
is absolutely what happens when Tyler leaves. Also, we were just going off, but I decided to go ahead and fuck my own biscuits.
Well, before you say that, that was my vet. Dax is doing better.
Yay!
He's been in the hospital since Thursday. He's been gaining weight back, which is good. But they're gonna find out more tests here soon. Hopefully, it was just dehydration. If it's a kidney disease, either I'm going to have to spend a lot of money to keep him alive and have round-the-clock care, or so hopefully it's dehydration.
Yeah, I hope he's all right.
But-
They're adorable creatures.
But for now, it's good news.
Yeah.
One of the best sound effects of all time.
Oh, absolutely. Other than bruh sound effect number 2. There it is.
That is literally sound effect number 2.
It has to be
anyways,
number 2.
I was biscuit myself. That's what it's called when you fuck your own biscuits. I just made it up. But people just shitting on retail, acting like it's complete trash.
Okay, no, I agree with that. But
Like,
before
They're
what fucks
coming
my
around.
biscuits.
more-
Hold on. What
It
fucks
is
my
the
biscuits is the same thing, pretty much. The people that treat retail like gold and go in there and pack surge, weigh packs, and try to murder 75-year-old women.
Just
remember that?
let them pack search with their ass hanging out in peace.
Oh, I got a good pic of one day. There was some fat ass dude, probably 350 pounds, just laying on the ground, just pack searching with his ass crack hanging out.
Every single time I see a pack searcher, it's either morbidly obese with their ass hanging out, or like a skinny older guy with like a plaid shirt that's tucked in.
There was a known pack searcher in Memphis, I guess. He was this really tall dude, probably like 6'3", 6'4", and he always wore a cowboy hat.
Yeehaw, brother.
Yeehaw,
His name was Donnie, and he was a prick.
I've never
Thank
seen
you, I
one
appreciate it.
I've never seen one in the wild. I've never seen a pack searcher like out in the open before. It's always just like someone posts one on Facebook and it's like, look at this guy, and everyone was like defending the pack searcher for some reason.
And here we observe the pack searcher in its natural habitat.
I really
Cracky,
want
that's a big one.
I really want to put a similarity out there for pack searchers, a general look of what they look like, but no, I ain't gonna do that.
I love it.
I saw like the last time I went to Target, like there was a box of Heritage, literally just opened. Someone just opened the bottom and took the cards out. It's not even pack searching anymore. That's just literally stealing the cards.
Sounds about right.
You're not even putting in the effort. Back in my day, kids used to put effort into their crimes.
What's next? I'm surprised we haven't seen anybody bring like a tiny metal detector in to try and find like plates or something.
Oh,
Don't
if
give
they
them any ideas.
No,
Don't
if
give
they
them any ideas.
Oh, I
they
want
make
to
a
give them
product
ideas.
for-
So then I can start just putting like little tiny bits of metal like on the packaging.
If they make a retail box that incorporates like metal, like check out this rare like 1 in 80 boxes metal parallel only found in retail. Deadass people will bring like a fucking like thing to bang on it and listen.
Elements metal.
Especially if it's baseball and like Jason Dominguez and all those other guys are in it. Acuna.
These Jason Dominguez prices, my God.
Say
like-
Acuna, Jack.
Acuna.
There we go.
There we go.
I did it. I'm sorry. At least I can say 15.
Absolutely.
Oh, so we're gonna go there.
Yeah.
Let me find that $1 card.
Yeah, have these people like pack searching do it for like an Adam Wainwright jersey out of Top Series 1. It's like,
Or a
why are you
Cadillac
even
Williams
bothering?
jersey.
Yeah, like shipping is worth more than the things that you're groping these packs for. But retail does provide some fun stories, at least. Like that one, like, oh, I had Prism in my cart that my 80-year-old grandma got me and someone stole it from her cart.
That one was a gem. For any of you that don't
Oh,
know,
my God.
when 2018-19 Prism was hot, Somebody posted on, was it the Scammers group?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
the Scammers group.
Somebody
That was this year's
posted-
Prism, though.
No, it was last year because it was around Christmas.
Oh, I feel old then.
Yeah, it was at least two Christmases ago or something. But they posted saying their 80-year-old grandmother was shopping at Walmart or Target, and they had like the last box of Prism in their car because they were going to buy it for their grandson for Christmas. And somebody swiped it out of the old lady's cart. So that's
that's a baller move.
That is why we always make jokes about shoving grandmas out of the way, running over children, because other people in this hobby do crazy shit.
Imagine you're just like at Target, like just buying groceries, like, oh, this is a good watermelon, and you just see an old lady get decked for some Bowman.
Hudson Fan 15 says there are two guys set up at shows in my area who will sell hot packs, and they both look like guys who can't be within 500 feet of a school zone.
So they look like Jack.
I was just you beat me to my own self-deprecation.
It's so confusing though, because Jack also partially looks like he should be in a school zone,
Shooting it up.
That's the point. I can always sneak into a school because I look 16 forever. Hudson Fan's throwing a gem in this chat.
Chad loves my meow sound.
It has fooled me.
I can see him like making a face, shaking his head. He hates it. Like, it doesn't sound like a cat. Anyways, I think we could wrap up the biscuit section. Wait, cat ASMR.
She's grumpy.
She's so adorable. But
I love
anyways,
vocal cats.
that's what fucks our biscuits.
Hey.
The card,
But I do appreciate you bringing in biscuits.
dude.
But before, just a quick question: favorite kind of jelly?
Favorite kind of what? Oh, jelly.
Jelly.
More of a
Strawberry
jam man.
Smuckers?
Yeah. I was
What
gonna
you
say
say?
strawberry too.
Strawberry Smuckers.
No.
I
Mine's
agree
apple.
with the apple.
And plum.
I didn't realize we had a sociopath in our stream.
Ooh, I was about to say a bad word. You've known me for a few years, Jack. You know how I am.
I didn't know like you hated America.
Who doesn't?
Well, you hate the troops.
I do. I own Tillman cards.
And on that note, the Cardboard Illuminati podcast is also brought to you by Card Collector 2 Sports Cards. Located in Grove City, Ohio, Card Collector 2 Sports Cards is a collector's home away from home. With a wide variety of boxes, packs, singles, and supplies, stop by in-store or follow on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube at Card Collector 2. The opinions and views shared in this podcast do not reflect those of Card Collector 2 Sports Cards.
Now the people I
Hold
can
on.
see what I
Freaking
do.
motherfuckers!
BQH Sports Cards. What the fuck is apple jelly? It's apple jelly. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, isn't it? It's apple jelly.
I stand with BQH. Apple jelly.
It's fire as hell, dude.
All right. No, I have heard of it. It's okay, in my opinion.
They
I'm not
sell
gonna
in
knock
grocery
it.
stores.
I'm not
This
gonna
isn't
knock
some
it.
weird southern thing. They
They
sell in
sell
grocery
it in
stores.
grocery stores in the north too. You know, the winning side of the war.
Also,
The South shall rise
use
again.
the scammers
The South
page for
is too
comedy
fucking
like I
lazy
do.
to rise again.
The South is going to rise again.
Anyways, I think
Devil's going to beat his wife.
Oh God.
again, just I refuse to.
What is it with your state and like abusive
just-
metaphors?
We're moving on. Today we have our first ever guest on the Cardboard Illuminati podcast. Please give it up
Surprise, motherfucker.
for Chad from Sports Card Junction.
What's up, everybody? Also,
Tyler, you're not clapping.
I think Tyler was trying to
Well-
think apple butter.
Animals are freaking out.
Uh-oh. No, Tyler's just wrong.
No, I mean apple butter is pretty popular around here. It's not called apple jelly though.
But y'all say yins over
Yeah.
there, so I don't know.
I don't say
Fucking
that.
weirdos.
Thank you. That's the weirdest word I've ever heard. Just where did it come from?
Which one?
Oh, yins.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't say it personally.
It is a combination of you
I
and
don't know.
in. Or hold on, I will look it up. Well,
I honestly don't say it, Jack. So
Thank you. You're a good person for not.
I don't say most of the Pittsburgh East stuff.
it's you uns.
Yeah, which is even more convenient. What is
Yeah.
it?
Like youngins?
No, not youngins. It's not
Real
age
quick.
related.
Tyler, who swears that the statement for raining while there is sun out is the devil's beating his wife. Hudson Fan 15 says, my wife is originally from Tennessee and has never heard that expression.
No, that's not a real thing.
That's Tyler just has issues we need to
Hello.
work through.
But yeah, thanks for having me on, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Thank you for
This was
coming.
supposed to happen a couple months ago at this point, but
And-
the Rona.
All celebrate.
Yes, it is a real thing. The devil's beating his
It
wife.
It is not. No.
All right, so
what's going on?
Chad is joining us. We're going to ask him
that's
some
right.
questions that you guys have submitted, asking a card shop owner just what it's like running a card shop and all that.
Yeah.
So we're going to get some of those questions loaded up. The first one comes to us from the lovely Chris Cards KC, friend of the channel,
Oh, geez.
Scion Super Collector.
Zion Super Collector. He wants to know, how many times a day does Chad have people come in trying to sell junk era wax?
So, prior to the shutdown, I would say either calls or people walking in 50 times a week. Honestly.
Ooh.
It's gotten since the shutdown, it hasn't been as much because we aren't buying right now in the store. So I just kind of tell people we're not buying at all.
Maybe they died.
But no, the worst ones honestly are like, I appreciate the phone calls first because then I can at least see what they have. But when they just walk in with like cigarette stain stuff that has cat hair, or like we've had people bring in stuff that was clearly like pissed on by a cat or something. Those I won't even touch that stuff.
I don't know what you're talking about, doll. These
Yeah, they're
cards
just-
are in mint condition.
Well,
I
we
got
have,
it from
like-
my late husband.
I mean, I don't know about your guys' areas, but we like Pittsburgh's like flipping over. It's all getting gentrified. So there's like a lot of houses being cleaned out and like renovated. And like
Wow, Jack
anytime
looks like he could gentrify.
anyone who basically finds cards in their house brings them in and they all think they're worth millions of dollars. The most annoying part of that part is like they'll get like 1992 like Fleer basketball and there will be like a random Jordan base card and they'll go on eBay and there's one listed for $50,000 in a 10 and theirs is like bent in half and has like a cigarette hole in it and all kinds of stuff and they think that it's worth that.
It's worth that because theirs has a story. How dare you?
It's so hard explaining to people who aren't in the industry that like just because someone has something listed on eBay that it's not worth that.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult.
Yeah.
But I've told Nate before, I want to like film a video of me explaining everything, and then when they come in, I just press play, and then I don't have to actually have the conversation.
So if you get any more pissed on cards, send them to Hudson Fan 15. He will buy them.
We bought one. We bought a collection by accident that had some pretty bad smells to it. So that was it was like a $500 collection too, and I threw away pretty much all of it.
Like, were they at home playing credit or debit with the cards?
I'm not familiar with that game, but yeah, it's
If anybody's familiar with that game, post a comment.
I have no idea what that is.
Okay, well, I've never heard of that either.
I'm pretty sure you can figure it out. Not that I've ever done it.
I honestly, I have no idea.
Nathaniel. Back in the day, just to piggyback off this, back in the day when my mom was like, "Oh, look at my little boy, the card collector. I'll tell everyone I know about it."
So
And-
last year,
Yeah, pretty much. But people like who knew my mom would be like, "Oh, I have this pile of shit in my garage. Can Jack look at it?" And I'm like, and she's like, "Yeah, sure, he'd love it." And every time, I'm like, please, no, it's all garbage. Because it's the same thing. Everyone thinks that just because it's old, it's like a treasure trove of now it's gone exponentially up in value. Everything's valuable now. And one of the guys just sent me like a bunch of motorcycle cards that all were dirty and smelled like piss and things like that. And I told my mom, like, hey, these aren't worth much. They're just random motorcycle cards that nobody wants. And she dead ass was like, well, just because nobody wants them, that makes them more valuable, right? It's rare. I'm like,
that is the opposite of economics, ma'am.
that's not how this works.
So zero demand, but all the supply.
Yes.
Economics 0.0. The best.
Invest in 80s motorcycle cards, everyone. It's the come up.
Is it like moto racing, or is it literally just cards of like, here's a Harley Davidson?
I'm pretty sure it was just, I think there was both, but I'm pretty sure it was mostly just, here's a neat motorcycle on a card.
Like, I can see that as an Allen and Ginter subset.
Yeah, but this was a real card. It was just junk era cards of literal motorcycles.
All right.
It's like, oh, am I a millionaire now?
I also have to compliment Jack on pronouncing Acuna correct and not Acuna. Very proud of you. That made me happy.
Respect the tilde.
I'm growing up. I'm eating my vegetables now too. I'm a big boy.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
I know.
You look.
When I worked at a card shop, there were people coming in all the time with junk era wax. I mean, and you pretty much had to tell them that it was worthless, and they would just look at you like you're fucking stupid. It's like,
well,
they're all going to hell. I mean, they're from the junk era. It's pretty much worthless. It's better off as kindling wood.
Well, Tyler, what I do is like I have a couple boxes behind the counter of all like the pretty much like key junk era cards. So like that stupid card that's online that people think is worth like I don't know what, like 10 grand or whatever, that Juan Uribe.
I was just
I have like so like if people bring that in and think it's actually worth that, I have like 50 of them behind the counter and say like, well, if it's worth that, why don't you give me like $10 a piece for these and just make a ton of money? And then they usually just leave and yell at me.
I just love the notion of, what do you know about cards, card shop owner?
Pretty much. That's how it goes. Like legitimately, I would say we only buy like literally less than 10% of what we're offered, probably closer to 5%.
It makes sense.
Like, and that 5% is usually from like regular customers who know the hobby. Like most of the people who just randomly walk in, I'd say less than 1% of those are things that like we actually want.
Because you got to make money. You're not just going to take grandma's old basement cards of like, oh, but will Jimmy love these Juan Uribes growing up?
I mean, our thing is not even about getting, like, if someone offers us like some junk era stuff at like a good price, I still don't want it, even though there can be money made, just because we have enough of it on our own that we could, if we really wanted to. We have 4 storage units full of that kind of stuff. If I wanted it, we could just go get our own stuff for free. Or no, it's not free.
It's your prerogative, man.
Yeah, so
apparently my card shop.
Thank you, Chris Cards KC, for that question.
Apparently my card shop, sometime last year, this old dude came in there and was like, I have a bunch of cards I'm looking to sell, a bunch of boxes. So they're okay, I'll bring them in. And they were all from the 40s, 50s, and 60s.
That's nice.
And they were like, what should I do with them? Instead of calling me, which I would have given them a lot of money for it, they decided, no, you might want to send them to an auction house. And so they sent them to the auction house and sold for like 250 grand.
Yeah, that's probably.
I was disappointed.
Oh, I
was severely disappointed.
Similar story. I was beyond disappointed. My grandfather, all while I was growing up, and when I got more and more into sports and stuff, would tell me about this autograph book that he had from it was either the 20s or the 30s. His uncle or something like that, a relative of his, was an American League umpire for Major League Baseball. And sometimes my grandfather would get to sit in the dugout with the players. So he just had the autograph book of all these. It was either 20s or 30s, but like, I'm pretty sure Ted Williams was in there. Just a whole bunch of people.
Mm-hmm.
He sent it to Hunt Auctions before I could ever see it.
Yeah.
After telling me about it for years.
We get quite a few of those. We buy them, I'd say, like at least once a year we buy something like that.
Well, the guy that brought those cards into my card shop was related to Don and Russ Wiener. Think about it. Don and Russ.
Donruss.
Donruss. Yes,
You know what
the
else?
people that started Donruss.
You know what else? Wiener.
Yes.
Weeb reference.
That's a
I
weeb
had
thing.
to. Yeah.
Anyways, all right.
Also,
our next
JV is spitting facts in the chat right now. I just want to point out.
JV, I will put this up there. I do not agree with it, but I also do not discriminate. Here at the
Thank
Cardboard
you.
Illuminati podcast, Chad, what is your view on banana Laffy Taffy?
Like, I don't hate it, but
It's not the best.
It's not my favorite, but I don't despise it. It's like
That's a
middle
fair
road for
stance.
me.
That's a fair
Bruh,
stance.
Banana Laffy Taffy fucking sucks.
You went off about like apple pie Laffy Taffy. You have no reason to talk about anything.
Again, the banana Laffy Taffy tastes like chemicals.
Yes,
It tastes like shit.
Maybe some people like chemicals, though.
the human body
you
needs
mu-
chemicals to grow and learn.
You might as well just eat it with the wrapper on.
You're telling me you don't eat your Laffy Taffy with the shell on?
All right, our next question comes to us from BQH Sports Cards. He says, what is the most annoying thing, in your opinion, that customers do when they come into the shop?
So the most annoying thing they do, or the most annoying type of customer?
The most annoying...
How was it worded?
The most annoying thing that a customer can do when they come in.
Let me think. One of them is probably the person who just asks like a ton of questions, and you know that they have no intention on actually buying anything. They're just like searching for information for free, basically. Yeah, like they'll just, especially like with hot products, they'll just like waste our time with, unless we basically quote them at like half market price, they like don't buy something. So pretty much just come in using you for information and then they leave.
I'm going to just put a comment up on the screen right now. If you take this out of context, holy shit.
You're wrong, but
In reference to the banana Laffy Taffy,
I like
Trey
the comment at
says,
least.
it's good when you expect it, but if you were to close your eyes and randomly pick one, you would probably yak it up.
Oh God.
It's disgusting.
Back to you, Chad.
I mean, that was pretty much like it. Like, I'm not really, if you're like a good collector, I don't get annoyed with anything.
I thought you
It's
were going to say
usually-
the worst is the people that come in and shit on the floor.
Yeah, like the,
floor.
no.
That has
But,
happened at Best Buy multiple times.
I would say we're pretty lucky. Like most of the people who come in our shop are pretty cool. I would say, like I said, the only people who are annoying aren't really true collectors. They're just people who are coming in just, I don't know what their goal is. I don't know if they need the information or if they literally just like wasting people's time.
What a fucking poser, bro.
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, the worst time of the year for us, like big release days like Bowman, Prism, people come out of the woodwork from everywhere. We've never seen them, and they'll just come in just basically lying and saying they got product for X price at this place when you know it's not true, and they just try to use you for your product, and then you won't see them again until the following year.
Have you ever had...
Excuse me, my father is Daniel Prism, founder of Prism. Therefore, I
Founder?
can get as much Prism as I want.
He's the
Why would I
founder of
shop
Prism,
here?
Jack?
I'm sorry, I caught.
So
Shut up, you made a mistake too.
crazy cards. We do not have a public restroom, so we have not had that problem.
That's probably the ideal move for a card shop.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Trey, to answer your question, this is Jim Beam Maple. It is delicious.
Yum.
And then we have one of our Canadian viewers saying, "Oh, hey there, bud. Don't be such a fucking hoser, eh?"
Yeah, so BQH.
I'm not your buddy guy.
I hope I answered your question correctly. I was telling Nate, if we were going to do like the most annoying thing at shows, you guys touch on it all the time. It's just like the collector with the horrible hygiene. That's so bad.
Yeah.
Gee, I
Go
can
to
think
any
of someone off the top of
convention,
my head
wear
right now.
deodorant.
Yeah.
Partially heard each of you.
I can think of someone right now off the top of my head that.
Oh, there was this guy, and we used to do this show up in Boston, and you could legitimately smell him 2 or 3 aisles away. He had,
Yeah.
I mean, hey, I understand some people have weight issues and stuff, but this dude was legitimately 600 pounds. Like,
There was a guy
so
like
big.
that at the National last year, 2 years ago. He walked past me and he legitimately smelled like poop. Like he was wearing poop. That's what it smelled like. It was so bad I just had to walk away. I can't even deal with this.
Two things.
Yeah.
I'm not shaming anybody or anything.
Yes, you are.
Well, it's not my intention.
Talk your shit.
If you're so overweight, I realize there may be health issues, this, that, and the other. But like we said, like the unhealthy, like morbidly obese, your stomach should not hang below your shirt.
Yeah.
I realize it's going to be harder to find shirts that fit, but just a heads up. Maybe they're completely ignorant to the fact, but people are looking at you and judging you.
I think they just don't care, honestly, most of them. Yeah, but
No, they don't.
And those kind of, we don't have any of those kind of guys that really come in the store much. But it's just the weirdest people ever go to card shows. There's just some.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
me and Nate usually have a game going at the National to like see who is like the strangest person at the show during the week.
Last year, my front runner was actually Santiago Sports Cards before I knew him.
Yeah.
I just see this dude walking around with a fanny pack and a man bun, high socks. I'm like, but
Was I number 2? Because
Friend
I
of
had
the
blue
channel.
hair.
Number 3.
Yeah, Tyler's
Well,
a good dude.
I had a blue hair, an anime beanie, and a shirt that said "Drink Me, Senpai" on it. Like,
and
I'm coming for the
also,
crown.
Yeah, agreed, Big J's. Yeah, you can be a big
Yes.
guy and still smell good. Like my dad's, I mean, he was close to 300 pounds like my
Yeah.
whole life, and he does not smell bad. So you can just take showers every day. It does wonders. Showers and
And
deodorant.
also, please wear shoes.
Yes,
You
absolutely.
shouldn't. That should not be an issue. But apparently, I guess it is.
I'm gonna slip you 100 if you let me in here without my shoes on. I like to be free.
I will never shame about weight or appearance because, especially me, I feel like fat all the time, and I'm just uncomfortable with my skin constantly.
Shut
I
up,
will.
Jack. Your skinny as fuck.
You
Don't
shut
even
up.
go there.
I-
20.
I'm fat
I'm
ass.
self-conscious. But anyways, I don't care about that.
Jack,
It's like if you're a
You
good
are
dude.
both of the Olsen twins put together, still skinny.
Anyways, I don't care what you look like or anything like that, but smell like something that hurts me. Yes, I do care about that. Just it's easy to bathe.
Absolutely.
Yes.
1,000 times yes.
For sure.
That's an easy one. Yes, we have many, many unwritten rules.
Yeah, but I guess I answered BQH's question. I think that was the last question, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yes.
It derails very quickly
Oh, absolutely.
in typical cardboard Illuminati fashion.
Oh yeah, there's no
Yeah.
contingency here.
Oh,
It is forbidden.
absolutely.
We're the cardboard equivalent of like Family Guy Funny Moments #4 on YouTube.
One eternity later.
Our next question.
People live here.
I try and say 2 words at one time.
Yeah, were you trying to say customer?
Our
But Jeff
next
said something wrong before.
question.
Make fun of him. Ugh.
I literally stopped to say that I messed something up.
Mm-hmm.
So
No,
eat a
I'm
buffet
hurt.
of dicks.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
Anyways, our next question comes to us from Tactiles Sports. With a niche such as sports card collecting, is it hard to run a physical hobby shop for a profit?
I mean, this is our 25th year in business, and I would say at least 15 of the years were pretty tough. The hobby, the last like 5 years though, have been trending up so much that it's not as tough. I mean, the big things you have to do are you can't open up product if you own a shop. That's just not going to help.
Never get high on your own supply.
And as long as you're not a dick, I mean, your customers should become loyal pretty quick. So, no, it's just about, I mean, it depends on the market too. Like, it might be a lot harder to run a shop in Los Angeles versus like where Tyler lives in Memphis, like just due to like cost. Like Pittsburgh, where we're at, is decently expensive, but it doesn't break the bank crazy. I mean, if you're in like I would say the difficult part would be having a shop in a mall. Malls are just so expensive.
We apologize for the exit stage left that just happened.
But no, I mean,
you got a wiener shot. It's fine.
It's just like anything else. Like, you just have to, I mean, look at your numbers and just see what you're doing. And if you're not making enough money, you got to figure something out.
Yeah. Like, do your research, look into your target market, look into the demographics in the area.
Right now would be like a really bad time to open up a shop just because you're not going to get any allocation at all. So you're just going to have nothing on your shelves. But I mean, if you were going to ask me that
I was
question,
waiting, put on the screen. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was waiting for Nate to see that.
Oh, Tyler got them DSLs. If you know what I mean.
Sorry for interrupting, Chad. Please continue.
No, you're right. No, you're good.
He's got a purty mouth.
That was pretty much it. I mean, like I said, we've been in business 25 years, so we know how to do what we're doing. But if you were going to start fresh, I mean, there's a lot of stuff you would have to research prior to opening. You have just completely lost this show, I think, Nate.
Do you see what I deal with on a weekly basis?
Oh my God.
It's funny. You're the straight man, and I'm the insane one. It's fun being the wacky one.
Anyways, our next question. I did it again.
You did it again, man. It's the biscuits. They're messing with your speech.
Just fuck the letter Q. I will go on record. Fuck the letter Q. I hate it.
Oh, man.
Ooh, bold stances only on the Cardboard Illuminati podcast.
I was going to try and find another word for question. I was going to say inquiry, but that has a Q in it. Fuck that. The next question comes to us from Paleboy Cousins 75. He says, "What's the worst type of customer?"
Yeah, I would say it's like the
So we've gone over it-ish.
I mean, I don't know how to describe them, but it's the person who legitimately only comes in for the hottest releases of the year, and then like expects the same like kind of not treatment, but just like the same kind of it's not even respect. It's just like we have loyal customers who definitely support like every release. And then there's customers who come in and only want to try to target like Prism and Bowman and National Treasures. But you can, you know that they just want to buy the product to flip it. And they basically want stuff dirt cheap.
Just everybody say stuff that you just have an irrational hatred for. All right, fuck the letter R. Can't say that one either.
I hate Velcro. I hate it so much.
Hard take.
If you guys have card shop questions, feel free to throw them in the chat as well, and we can get to them. We do have listener mailbag questions later, and we will take more of those live as well when we get to that point. But yeah, Chad covered most of that already with one of the previous statements of.
Yeah, they're pretty similar questions.
So the next question comes to us from Hudson Fan 15, friend of the channel, in the chat right now.
Yeah.
How does the industry solve the constant issue of allocation for new products? What inventory systems do you use considering the consistent market, or to keep pricing consistent to the market so you don't alienate customers?
So like the allocation thing's really tough right now. You have you probably have like 5 times the collectors you had just like 5 years ago. And the production's pretty much the same because they don't want to repeat what happened in the 80s and 90s. So like for us, we definitely don't get enough of any product. So we're constantly sourcing from different companies at higher prices. So for our personal thing, we try to beat the major online retailers for price on everything. But on certain hot releases, like me and Nate were talking, like Bowman, like I didn't have near enough Bowman, so I had to source it in from other companies at higher costs. And then we just average our cost out and just try to see as aggressive as we can price it. We're constantly selling out of product because certain things that we legitimately only get like a few boxes of, and then we have to buy it back like just below retail price. So there's very few shops in the country that are getting the correct amount of product. And it's not just because of breakers. I mean, some of the old school grumpy shops would say it's because of those damn breakers. That's not the problem. It's just that the demand is just so high for a lot of this product. Like,
I think
insane.
To an extent, I don't have an issue with breakers,
Mm-hmm.
but the ones who go through a ton, and I mean a ton of product, are absolutely getting more.
But they're also not, it's not like they're all getting allocated that the day of release either. Like a lot of those guys are also overpaying. Like, I mean, I'm in a couple groups with a lot of different dealers, and there's like big breakers in there that are constantly buying stuff at market price. So, I mean, there's a lot of products we pay full market price on it and just have to sit on it for a couple weeks until the market increases that we can actually make any money on it. I know like Mosaic, I already had to restock Mosaic. Like I just bought Mosaic off of Nate because I can't get it. Like we had completely sold out of everything we were allocated. So that's one product we're trying to target to bring back in. And there's certain products like Nate obviously helps me with the online stuff. And there's certain products that I'm just never tempted to bring back in just because they get stupid. Like I would never restock Prism Hobby. They're $1,500 a box. Like what am I going to do with that? Because I don't like to restock the products that I think are going to be a horrible rip for our customers too.
Yeah, no card shop is like, boy, I sure hope this sucks for everyone.
Yeah, I mean it's so tough. Like if I sold a customer a Prism Hobby box for $1,500, like I would be shitting bricks until I heard from them that they pulled something big. Like it's like not good.
Yeah.
Here's the real test: when Panini Replay came out. Did you sell any of that?
We did not stock Panini Replay.
Thank you. Okay, good card shop owner right
When
here.
was that? Like 2016?
That was 2016, yep. Or
So
it was 2015, 2016 Replay, but it came out when like 16, 17 products had already dropped.
So that's when I just was stepping into the store. I mean, my dad ran it by himself for the first 20 years, and I stepped in like 5 years ago, roughly. So that was probably right whenever I was stepping in full time. So yeah, we didn't. I mean, was that a basketball product?
Yes.
Yeah,
it was the worst product of all time.
We honestly didn't stock hardly any basketball until like Jason Tatum's rookie year, like 3 years ago.
Yeah, because Pittsburgh's not really a basketball town, is it?
It's not at all. Like,
yeah.
I mean, because like Pittsburgh in general hates Philadelphia, so like we don't care about the 76ers. I mean, like 03-04, obviously we stocked a ton of basketball because LeBron was so hyped, and Akron's only like a couple hours away from us. Yeah, we didn't do much with basketball until the last couple years.
All right, here's a good question. I'll answer it or ask it before it gets buried in the comments because I have the other ones written down. Jesse wants to know, what is your favorite product to break for customers? I guess you could also say, like, what do you like watching customers open?
I mean, I really love fantasy sports breaks.
Yeah.
Just
that's a good repack.
Really fun. I mean, me and Nate both love Chronicles. Like, not necessarily football because of the high price point, but we really liked ripping baseball before the price went up. Like, football honestly hasn't been bad. It's just that it would be a lot better if it was less, obviously.
Oh, we are not a Chronicles fan podcast over here.
If you ignore the price point, I like the product. I understand it's stickers, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
again, I will play devil's advocate on that part. Chronicles was being produced around the same time the Rona just blew everything up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that could have been the reason why some of the stuff.
And I know that
you honestly never know.
And I know you guys touch on this kind of stuff all the time. Like stickers are just they have to happen. If we didn't have sticker autographs, you wouldn't have product.
No, absolutely.
Because like you get, let's say you have like Jason Tatum, for instance, like Panini can't just like get him to sit down wherever they want. The guy makes too much money. He doesn't like. They probably get him once or twice a year to actually sign.
Yeah.
Like Jordan, I think Jordan might sign like one time a year for Upper Deck. So it's really difficult to get these high-profile athletes in.
I've heard the toughest one to get to sign is Sandy Koufax, of all people.
I mean, he wasn't even in it. I mean, he was in like stuff in the late 90s, early 2000s. Then he wasn't in anything until like 2015.
Yeah.
He was, I think, he was
Jack,
difficult in general.
last comment.
I see it.
Oh,
he put it on the screen.
He also saw this one.
Ah.
But no, I mean, like I don't know what other products. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
I love Select Baseball.
Yeah, Select Baseball. I mean, this 2020 Select Baseball is really nice. I like all the different parallels that it has. I'm trying to think of. We just started breaking what, Nate? Like less than 3 months ago. So yeah. I'm sure we're gonna come across other products we like breaking. Prior to that, I mean, we don't break any product in our store like ourselves. So I know me and Nate have gone on some binges. I really like Revolution Basketball Hobby. Revolution's a fun break.
My favorite Revolution year, though, was the first year because it was the cheapest and the best designed, in my opinion.
15, 16, I think, maybe.
Yeah,
15,
and that was back when like autos were a case hit, and like when you pulled one, you're like, oh my God.
That even exploded. We had a case on our website forever at like $100 a box, and then we sold out one night, and I checked it online. It was like $250 a box because the LeBron like base cards all went up.
Yeah.
Although I will say, my favorite year of Revolution, 1776. As Tyler fucking scratches his back.
This is just.
I'm sorry, my back is itching. Shit.
I think that's a southern thing. I don't think people in like the north or the west coast use back scratchers.
No, my dad does.
Well, he's old.
The stick the devil uses to beat his wife.
Yeah.
And it only costs $1 too.
Ooh.
Oh, cool. JB3 says, I was at Dodger spring training and Koufax got stabbed in the eye with a pen.
What?
Oh.
That's why he didn't sign anymore.
That's
that
wild.
makes a lot of sense then.
And I'm reading Matthew's comment. Like, yeah, games is completely different than like a business transaction for these guys, though. I mean, these athletes, most of them will sign for like kids and everyone at the game, but whenever you're talking about getting paid, like if they have to fly to Texas or Texas has to like go to them, it's a lot more difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, one thing that bugs me is like these grown ass men that are like 40 years old that like bitch and moan when a player doesn't sign for them.
Oh yeah, I mean that's why athletes don't want to sign. Like I've talked to a lot of athletes in person, and they're like, as soon as a kid gets pushed over by like some old man, that's when they stop signing. I mean, it's just I don't blame them either. If I wouldn't want to sign if there's like some guy who's twice my age wanting my autograph and like pushing kids out of the way to get to it.
No, I wouldn't either. I mean,
you know that shit's going on eBay like immediately too.
I mean, and now with the virus stuff, I mean, I don't know if it's going to be like, I don't know that there's going to be any players signing for a really long time, like in person with like fans. That's going to be a long time away, I think.
Oh, I cannot wait for Rudy Gobert signatures that have Corona on them.
Yeah, that's the Corona inscription auto.
All right, our next
describe it the first man.
Once again, this derailed to another 10 minutes of random conversation.
No, I feel like we like stayed relatively. I mean, we didn't start talking about like that's the best flavor barbecue sauce.
Yeah. All right.
I do like barbecue sauce.
Wait, all I heard was barbecue sauce.
Chad was saying we got derailed, but I said it's not like we were talking about barbecue sauce or anything.
Yeah.
Memphis has the best barbecue, and fuck any other state that claims best barbecue.
When I went to Texas, like everyone was claiming like this is the best barbecue ever. This is the barbecue state. First barbecue I had, that barbecue was ass.
I haven't.
Yeah.
That's because they eat beef.
I
Yeah.
haven't eaten Memphis barbecue, but we were down in Nashville last year and we ate at I don't know, someplace. It was pretty good.
Chad, if you ever come to Memphis, I'll take you to Rendezvous or Germantown Commissary. It'll be the best barbecue you've ever had.
Just
All right, yeah.
remember, in true Memphis fashion, if you don't like it, you get shot.
Actually, we ate Tyler, you're probably we ate in like downtown Franklin, Tennessee.
Mm.
It was like some weird. It was like PJ Buckets or Puckett. It was Puckett's Barbecue. I guess they had like
I've never
multiple
heard of that.
locations throughout Tennessee.
I haven't seen any here, but Germantown Commissary, it has really good barbecue. Like some of the best barbecue you'll ever have.
Yeah, I mean, I liked what we ate at that Puckett's place, and it was like legitimately they had like a you ever see this Oh Brother Where Art Thou with the Soggy Bottom Boys?
Yeah.
Yes.
They had like that kind of band playing there. It was pretty fun. It was the most southern thing ever. It was like this weird like banjo band, and like people were like stomping on the floor. There was peanuts getting thrown everywhere.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sounds about right.
All right.
Yeah, even the chat's talking about barbecue now. We
Back to
could
the
literally
barbecue
talk
Illuminati
about that for another
podcast.
hour. We will let that one slide. That's my fault. Our last question comes to us from Tactile Sports again.
Okay.
What is your favorite part about running a hobby shop?
Honestly, ours is just I realized the last 2 months what my favorite part is because the store's been closed. It's just having collectors in the store. I mean, honestly, just talking with other collectors because I mean Nate knows I'm a pretty hardcore collector myself. So just
Carrie Colbert.
I was
Gary
just about to
Colbert.
say anyone who collects him is a true collector. No
Yeah.
fake collector or whatever. I feel like investing in Kerry Colbert.
But no, it's having collectors in the store, just talking to them. I mean, that's my favorite part of shows too, is just connecting with other collectors. Like a lot of my friends right now are people from this industry. So I would say honestly, 3/4 of my current friends are card people. That and like kids coming in the store, getting kids interested in collecting is really fun, which me and Nate are doing the show now twice a week, which we're having a lot of families watching it together. So that's pretty neat. A lot of them come in.
I may or may not on one of the broadcasts said that Santa wasn't real.
He did say
Wait.
that. It's not may or may not. Nate did say that.
Nate.
Wait, he's not real.
Nate, what are you saying?
As far as I know from that broadcast, there were no casualties. It's
I
not like
think-
that was when somebody found out.
I reacted pretty quickly, and I think I saved it by saying Nate's an idiot and he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
And I think we changed the question pretty quickly. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like it's like I said, our shop was closed for over 60 days. So it like made me think about what I liked about the shop so much. And I think it is just like that atmosphere. I can't wait till we can actually do a trade night just because I think that will be a pretty cool atmosphere to have there. But Pennsylvania is one of the top 5 strictest states right now with this stuff.
Yeah.
So
Bring it
it's
to
gonna be
LA then. A
Come
less
back.
strict state.
it's
Memphis doesn't even give a shit. They're opening up everything pretty much. My store is opening up on Tuesday.
California is just like, hey man, if you get it, you get it. That's just what
No,
the
we
universe
walked every-
wants, man.
No, we locked everything down in California still. Like
is
LA's still on
surprising.
lockdown for like 3 months.
Here, I read Matthew's question, and
Yes, Matt wants to know what
So-
Chad's favorite card is.
I'll go with my favorite non-Carrie Colbert card because no one really cares about that collection but me.
Oh.
I do.
Well,
I collect Courtney Roby.
I don't have it here. It's like downstairs.
DRC.
Tyler, Nate
Jermaine
has
Gresham.
Nate's witnessed it in person. It's rather large, so I don't
Ooh,
have
That's what she
access to it.
said.
Yeah, I was
But
going
my-
to see
my-
what has Nate witnessed in person
my
that's
fav-
large.
My favorite non-Carrie Colbert card is this Jordan rookie. It
Ooh,
has
what's the
like
grade?
it's authentic. It has legitimately 20 creases in it. A person's name is written on the back of it. It's just a really cool story. I bought it from the original owner. He legitimately like took it to school every single day with him, and it's just like super beat up. So I bought it like probably 6 or 7 years ago. I'll never sell that card.
Hell yeah. Getting some Delaware love up in here.
Yeah, I mean,
Now I feel beat up because of Nate.
No fucking sales tax, motherfuckers.
I just saw an article that Delaware wasn't letting non-Delawareans into the state this weekend for Memorial Day.
Yeah.
You had to have a Delaware license to get into the state.
Huh.
They had armed.
Uh-oh.
They
Whose
had
fault is it?
armed state troops outside of our liquor store around the corner from my apartment because it's the closest Delaware liquor store to Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I know a couple of people who were planning on going to Delaware soon, so hopefully they're allowed in. But does the Illuminati have any questions?
Yeah,
I mean, because you guys have a lot of hard takes about the industry. I didn't know if you had any hard takes about the card shop part of it.
I wasn't thinking hard takes. It was just, like,
I mean,
personal
Tyler
questions.
does, but I don't know if I want to hear it.
Yeah.
how hard do distributors fuck you?
So, I mean, it's honestly a distributor. Like I think we use 5 different distributors. But it's really a product by product basis. Like I said, we didn't do basketball for like a long time. So, like, I understand our shitty allocations on basketball, but yeah, we get screwed pretty hard on a lot of stuff. Like, I had multiple distributors give me 0 Bowman at all.
Really?
But they offered it to me the day after release. So, like, I got 0 at release, but they offered it at market price the next day.
Of course they did.
So that's one of my big issues right now is distributors holding product back. I know I share sentiments with other shops. We all get told you get 0, and then the next day we get a phone call. Hey, we got this in stock. It's like, you're lying. Like, you didn't get it in stock again. You just never sold it to us.
Yeah.
Hey.
All right,
So, I mean,
So busy.
I got another question,
yes,
and
sir.
I just forgot it.
Okay,
How
I'll
is that
go while
possible?
you think about it.
No, hold on. I got it.
Okay.
I got it. Which card shops do you appreciate the most out there?
Like fellow card shops?
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, I work pretty closely with RBI crew. I mean, I'm really good friends with Ryan, Andy at Indie Card Exchange, obviously Ryan at Card Collector 2, Chris at Quick Consignments, Louisville Sports Cards, Mealy Pop Shop.
It's Louisville. It's not Louisville. It's Louisville.
I say Louisville.
It's also a
I hate
sun
you.
shower, Tyler.
But no, like, honestly, Tyler, like, I'm cool with any shop that is doing good for the hobby. Like, I've gone to a lot of shops, and there's just a lot of really, like, poorly run shops in the country where they're just dicks to their customers, or they price gouge. Like, I mean, from like the collector's point of view, like, seeing my Bowman prices, they might think I'm price gouging, but I legitimately had to pay ridiculous prices for some of this stuff. So we're paying the high prices just like the customers are on a lot of this stuff. But I hate going into like a card shop, and like our shop isn't the most immaculately organized, but you go into some of them and they're just like dirty. Like, you can tell that like I was in one shop like probably a couple years ago, and I'm not going to name it, but they for sure smoked in their store. Like, it just reeked of cigarette smoke. It was disgusting.
Nice.
Or
Sounds
like you
my
go
kind of shop.
my other issue is that you go into a card store and they like don't greet you at all, and you're just like, oh, okay, I guess we just don't talk to each other during this whole experience.
Yeah, because there's dozens of other customers there.
Yeah, I mean,
oh,
like-
wait, it's just me.
I would say me and my dad both get like, I would say people might think we talk too much to the customers. They might get annoyed with us a little bit, but I think that's better than just like not talking to your customers.
It is, because one of my biggest gripes, specifically at card shows, is when, like the National, is when you go up to a booth and they just don't even look at you. They just act like they're not even there. It's like, you really can't even talk to me?
Yeah, I mean, another thing I hate about card shops is when they try to upsell people. Like, I understand it's a business, but like, Nate can attest to this. I mean, I'm sure he's heard me say I regularly tell people not to buy certain products.
Yeah.
Just because I think it's not a good value. Like I had a kid in the store just this past weekend who wanted Bowman, and I was like, honestly, man, like you should buy 3 other boxes for the same price point as this. And he listened to me and he bought three boxes for the same price he would have got Bowman. I mean, I'm not telling anyone what to do, but I will suggest other stuff to them that is cheaper sometimes.
Oh, what?
Jesse, that's definitely a thing. Card shops that still use Beckett need to go away.
Absolutely, anyone who needs Beckett still needs to go away.
Mean,
what do you like sending this on a stone tablet?
Well, like I have a Beckett account. I spend the $34.99 a month, but I mainly want the catalog portion of it. In vintage cards, it still is pretty helpful. But if you're pricing modern cards by Beckett, you're basically in like the early 2000s.
2011 Topps football.
There is a collector that collects.
Yeah, I was just about to say, shout out
football. Send him there.
They had mountains of trash. Yeah, I mean, that's another thing. Like, I hate when I go into a card store and their countertops are just like full of random base cards and wrappers everywhere. That's annoying to me for sure. Okay. But all right, so Jack, you had a question after Tyler.
I did. So do people tend to open at the shop, or do you like make them pre-quarantine, that is?
So pre-quarantine, you can do whatever you want. You can open the store or take it out. I mean, we have a lot of collectors who like to open in the comfort of their home. But I would say probably honestly, only 10 or 15% of people open up actually in the store. I wish more people did, because I offer them free supplies if they open in the store. We'll get your stuff shared on our social media. If you hit a big card in our store, you're getting a mag for it, that kind of stuff. But post-quarantine, right now, we can only have 5 people in our store at one time. So it's really hard for me to let someone hang out for 2 hours on end right now. Yeah. I mean, I would love to, but it's just taking away from another collector if we have 3 guys hanging out in there.
No, I totally get that.
I love when people open in the store, though. I mean, it's fun, seeing someone get excited over a big hit. And honestly, if it's a super bad box and it's I'm watching them do it, I'll usually kick them some free packs or something. But I mean, obviously, if you come into the store 2 days later and it's oh, that box sucked. I mean, kind of, I'm not really gonna be able to do much for you, but.
That actually went to my actual question. That was a pre-question, so I could ask my actual question.
Pre-question for the real question.
Yes. Gotcha. What is the best box you've ever seen opened at the shop, and what is the worst box you've ever seen opened at the shop?
Okay, so are they allowed to involve me or just the customers?
It can be anyone in the shop.
So both involve me.
Okay.
Back in 2006-07, I don't know exactly. Whatever UD Black released for basketball, it was 06-07. I don't know if it released in 2006 or 2007. I pulled the dual patch auto of LeBron and Jordan number 5.
That'll do it.
But at the time, it was only a few $1,000 card, and now it's worth my house. So I really wish I still had it. But the worst one was this year, which actually this has happened a few times, where a box gets open and there's just no packs inside. That's happened before. But usually it gets fixed pretty quickly. I mean, they're usually pretty responsive about it, but that's happened.
Was it Panini?
It's actually been multiple companies.
Interesting. Okay.
But honestly, people don't remember Panini doesn't pack their own products. They're done at a co-packer. So it's not really in Panini and Topps are made in the same factory. But yeah, that's
I remember back in 2006, I bought a box of SP Authentic, and back then you were guaranteed, I think, 1 RPA and either 2 or 3 autos. I can't remember.
That sounds correct. It was probably 2 autos plus an RPA.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, and I did not get an RPA. I was shorted 1 auto, and the auto I did get was Mike Hass out of 1,999.
Oh man, see, that's the kind of box. If you ripped it in our store, we would definitely probably try to take care of you on that one. But no, I mean, like I said, so few boxes actually get ripped in the store. I mean, I know you guys are friends with Greg. Greg rips a lot of boxes in the store whenever he's in. But a lot of guys just take their boxes home. I mean, I don't know how to make people open up in the store, but
just hold them hostage.
Yeah, that's probably not a great business move. But yeah, I mean, whenever like we're back to normal, we have multiple tables that are set up with like supplies and everything for people to rip. So
supplies, motherfucker.
It's so weird to me though, because I always, whenever I go to a card shop and I buy something, I always open in the store. It's so much more fun to me.
I don't know what it is. Like, I mean, maybe it's just my shop. I mean, I know like our shop's pretty small too, so maybe certain people just don't feel comfortable in there. I mean, that's definitely possible, but oh, nice crazy cards. Thanks, man. If anyone's ever in Pittsburgh, stop by and introduce yourself. We love meeting other collectors.
Okay, what's the worst box that actually had the cards in the box though? That's what I want to know. What was that one that just made you like go, "Oh, poor guy"?
Let me think. I mean, probably something similar to Tyler's, where it's guaranteed like 3 autos and you get 1, and it's just like a really crappy auto. We've had boxes where you pull like 3 of the same card that are all hits. I've had a couple boxes where it's like literally 3 of the same auto. Which obviously just comes to a production like packing issue.
The funniest one to me that was similar to that, I broke a box of basketball wheat. I think it was the Anthony Davis rookie year, so it was 12-13.
Yeah.
That box had 2 Marcus Camby autos, but one was live and one was a redemption.
Were they the same? Were they different subsets?
They were different subsets, but the same player in the same box. One was in the box and one was a redemption. I just fucking gave that away. I was too
That
mad.
definitely sucks. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know. I mean, it's really tough to say, like, I don't really remember a lot of that stuff. So there's probably a lot that I'm missing. I don't like make a note in a notepad like shittiest boxes ripped in the store.
Yeah.
August 8th, Jack was here and he ripped the worst box of elite football I've ever seen. But no, I mean, it's I don't know. And it's tough to say because some of the like more lackluster products, like if someone rips a blaster, I mean, odds are it's just gonna be base cards. I mean, that's a bad box, but you kind of
I'm kind of like genuine hobby box too, and also scaled to how much the box costs. Like I got a box of like 2012 5-stars about when it dropped, and I like spent $500 on it. There's about $50 in that box. Like on a good day.
I mean, you always cringe when someone buys like Bowman draft pick jumbo or super jumbo and they pull like all base autos and like no parallel autos or something. I mean, that sucks. Like, honestly, that's the worst part about owning a shop is like watching your customers spend a ton of money on product and not get the value back. That's why we try to throw in free packs, or maybe we'll like give them a box at a discounted price or free supplies or something like that.
All right, we have a random question for Chad. Just we've answered this before.
I mean, we play like a lot of classic rock in the store just because I can't play too much modern stuff just due to explicit stuff. But yeah, Nate knows the kind of music I listen to. Like it's mostly like classic rock, like
opera.
Yeah, opera. No, I'm
honestly
Swedish Alps music.
I'm more of a podcast guy than music anymore. I listen to podcasts all day. Honestly, music, I'm so like, I hate like top 40 stuff. You just hear it like over and over. I worked retail just like Nate and Tyler. Like I used to work at one of those Five Below stores, and like they would literally play the same 8 songs all day. Like you're listening to like Justin Bieber and like Katy Perry for 9 straight hours, and you just want to jump out a window.
Huh.
And every song is the same too. It's just I like girl/guy. I want to put my wiener in her. That's all pop music.
It's so funny because they'll only put like the top 40 stuff on, but they're always like very like sexually like provocative songs.
Yes.
Like this is a children's store, and you're playing like basically,
It just they'll say it's like a metaphor, like Flo Rida's whistle is just about like just blow my whistle, baby. Like we know that's blowjobs.
yeah, like that's
there's no subtlety to that.
No, it's like the South Park episode with Mickey Mouse and the Jonas Brothers.
oh yeah.
You get out there and you sell those goddamn purity rings.
I mean, like that's obviously right now it kind of sucks because there's no sports, but normally we would have on like local sports talk radio and stuff too, just because if there's like 3 or 4 people in the store and we have like sports talk radio on and it's like an interesting topic, we'll end up debating it in the store and that kind of stuff. But I mean, Nate's been to our store before. I mean, sometimes we're really busy and I couldn't even remotely think about stuff like music and that kind of stuff. But I'm sure the question was based in my own personal life. But I don't know. In my car, I usually I listen to some pretty ratchet stuff sometimes. I like a lot of like old school like rap and stuff.
Pre-show, just randomly, we just start hearing Trinidad James.
Yeah,
That's
for sure.
Fucking throwback too.
I don't know. Like I don't usually corner myself into one genre. I'm pretty across the board with that stuff. Like I like legit will listen to Elvis back to back with like Coldplay and then listen to like I don't know, like Immortal Technique. Like those could be 3. Like I had Immortal Technique on and then Hank Williams Jr. Like those were 2 songs back to back on my playlist today.
Like in the last week, I wear like a little Bluetooth speaker on my belt clip at work because there's no customers in the store at this point. I've had 4 different people tell me like, your music is all over the place. I don't know what's coming next.
Yeah, I mean, I literally listened to like Immortal Technique, Dance with the Devil, and the next song that came on was Hank Williams Jr., Country Boy Can Survive. Like those couldn't be more opposite ends of the spectrum. But yeah, that's always fun. Does Nate have any questions? I mean, Nate usually.
Oh man, where's Alfie?
I don't know. Maybe he's having some flashbacks.
We need more cats.
There's no cats around right now, and I'm in their room.
Mittens was walking over here just like a couple minutes ago, and I was trying to get her over, but she just wanted food. She don't want me.
All right, Hudson fan wants to know if you put a price sticker on every single card.
So cards that are in display cases, yes, there's a price tag on everything. We have 15 million cards in inventory. So we try to do things like grouped by price. Like our front room has 500,000 cards that are 10 cents a piece. And then like, obviously, like I said, everything in display cases is priced. But we haven't we haven't had time to do any bargain box stuff. And we pulled all of our bargain boxes from the store for the time being, just because, once again, the time restraints. I can't have someone sit in the store for 2 hours right now and look through boxes when there's other customers waiting. But no, I mean, it's impossible to price everything. And now with this current market, like I have no idea how to price stuff, because like literally the next day it's like, oh, this card's $500, and 2 days later it's $9 million. And you're like, whoa, what happened?
Chad can definitely answer this question.
When owning a shop, has anyone acted disgusted? Oh yeah, I mean, I've literally had people tell me to go F myself. Like, that's what sucks. Like, it puts us in such a tough position. Like, Tyler asked the question about like the distributor stuff and like how we get screwed on allocation. I mean, just because something has a factory cost of something doesn't mean that's what we're getting it for. I mean, like Bowman, like I literally had a guy tell me to my face, he's like, I can get this for $100. I was like, sir, let me know where you're buying Bowman Hobby for $100, because I'll go buy all of it. Like, I don't know what's like. That's the tough part. We get like berated by people all the time.
I can get this for $100.
But
Okay,
the thing is,
do it.
I mean, like the one thing that gets brought up all the time is like kids are getting priced out of the hobby, but like it's just not true. There are so many products that are still affordable. Like we stock tons of stuff that is under $100 a box, and there's plenty of stuff under $50 a box. Like we stock all blasters. We do fat packs, cello packs, value packs, mega boxes. I mean, like for baseball, like Topps opening day is $35 for 36 packs, and the Luis Robert short print's $100 card. So, I don't know. That's a kid-friendly product.
Look at this blaster. It says $19.99 on it. Why are you selling it for $70?
Yeah, I mean, like we had that issue the other day. Like we were selling 2017 Rookies and Stars blasters, and they have a $21.99 price tag on them. But like, yeah, it's Patrick Mahomes rookie year. No one is getting these for $22. I paid more than $22 for them. The really annoying one is like whenever Prism basketball comes out and like we don't have blasters for $19.99, it's like no one is getting them at $19.99. It's just not happening. We buy them off of people like Nate and guys. I'm not trying to single out Nate, but we will buy them off of people who like get them from stores, and we don't get them for retail price. We're paying 2, 3, 4 times retail a lot of the time.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. Hudson Fan 15 says, my LCS reopened and they had to honor a price on a Brady graded rookie that has more than doubled since they closed. They lost thousands.
I don't know what the statement is though. Like, what did they like offer it at a certain price and they agreed on it, or?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious how that went down too.
I'm assuming they reopened but didn't reprice stuff that was in the cases.
Yeah. I mean, that's rough. I mean, I had that happen a couple times, but hey, I mean, it just happens. Like I sold I was just saying with the Revolution basketball, we had it on the website for $100 and no one bought any for like 2 months, and then randomly overnight they went up to like $300 a box. And yes, Jack is correct. There are plenty of blasters that are $21.99.
Suck my bad dick,
Lies.
you two. I am right about everything.
That could be something. Are there any arguments you guys have had that I could maybe help settle?
Ooh.
I guess I technically am an expert, so maybe I can help.
Okay, here we go.
Do you like mayonnaise?
No, card related. We will get off topic another time.
Do you like when mayonnaise is on your cards?
No.
What have we thought about?
Vape Nation.
Lately, it's just been them fighting to give Nate the quad.
I mean, I offered you like a lot of money for it, Jack, didn't I?
You said you would spend a lot of. You never gave you like an actual.
I'm pretty sure I offered. What did you pay for it? $370?
No.
$270.
I bought it. What did I?
It was $280, I think.
$280. I offered you $350 for it. Well, no, that's factual. I did offer you $350.
Yeah, no, I was trying to fit, but like selling it wise.
No, I'm just saying, like, yeah. I mean, that's I'm torn on that one.
Oh, ban him. The JV, you were spitting facts earlier, but you are now banned. That is
can't pick and choose, Jack.
I can when it comes to Mayo.
Hey, I disagreed with his opinion earlier. I still showed it.
It wasn't Mayo.
Anyways, I feel like there's got to be something card
Anyone
related.
else have any other questions while they're thinking about things I can help settle?
Baja
Jack's
Blast
favorite year of NT is 2013.
Yes, I know it's an unpopular opinion.
NT football. I see. I don't. Without the images in front of me, it's tough for me to really give my input on that.
I get the 2013 rookie class is mostly ass now, minus like a couple people. But just the design and the product itself was my favorite. It's probably nostalgia bait because I opened a lot of it and I really liked it. But I love the 2012 has so many good designs. Like 2012 NT is pretty nice, I think, for the 2012
RPAs.
NT is the most iconic for me.
Yeah, I love. Well, that's kind of when like prices started to get silly on single cards too.
Well, yeah, luck RPAs out of that were like $2,000, and back then everyone's like $2,000 for a NT RPA.
I have the 2012 Contenders luck that'll never sell. It's worth like $6 now, but
well, that's an iconic card to me too.
I'll never sell mine. It's just so nice. I just love that card.
Oh, I got to sneeze, but oh no,
the Rona.
2011 NT is my favorite.
Well, I mean, you can only really compare RPAs to RPAs. You can't go through all the different little individual like subsets.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't
JB
know,
saved
but
himself with the mail
this-
comment.
That's pretty ugly.
But the thing is, though, that's game used. The
I don't know.
non-RPS rookies were game used.
I don't know. But I really like vertical RPAs for NT. Like, isn't it? The 2012's vertical.
The following the material.
I know it says material. No, but there are legit dirty patches and shields and things like that. The non-RPS rookies were game. They said just material on everything. They said just material on like a Jim Brown, and if they're putting Jim Brown player worn in
Look at this.
2013, like
That is amazing.
Yeah,
that's good. That's good.
That's so much
I
better.
like it.
Yeah, it's nice.
So
I don't know. Like, I guess I don't know if I'm like brainwashed at this point, but I'm partial to like the white, like bordered NT stuff, not like all the different coward stuff.
Same here. Like in 2013, the most white.
Jesse
shouldn't
has
call
the
it like
question
that.
there, Nate.
All right, let's see. Yeah, what is the craziest card that has come into your shop?
So it's widely known locally that we buy a lot of stuff. We're one of the bigger buyers in the area, and so some guy read that and thought that meant we can also buy like spaceship priced cards. He brought it in a PSA 8 Mickey Mantle Topps rookie and was like, he's like, I would like to sell this. I was like, yeah, I would like to buy it too, but it's like a 7-figure card, sir. He was like, yeah, I want to sell this card. I was like, okay, I'm definitely not trusting that you own this, and I would like to get away from the situation. But I basically told him, I was like, no one's just buying a PSA 8 Mantle rookie in the wild. You kind of have to go the auction route, bud. Like, where did you get this? I don't want anything to do with this.
Is this a drug front?
No, like, I think he really owned it, but like the guy was just kind of sketchy, and I would never be comfortable buying a card at that level without having like, well, first off, I can't afford the damn card, but
yeah,
more importantly, I just wouldn't buy something like that. I just don't think I would have the balls to invest in a card that expensive, even if I did have the money. So that was probably the craziest card that was offered to us.
I would buy this T206 Wagner. I just don't like your attitude.
Oh, that's always my favorite. When someone brings in a Wagner reprint, oh my god, that is one of like the best things ever. Because like they're always adamant. It's like, no, I found this. It has to be real. I'm like,
I found this.
No, I had one guy call me on the store phone like Friday and said he has 100 Michael Jordan rookies, all in the original case they came in. I was like, sir, they would have come in packs. He's like, no, these are in the real good cases. I'm like, yes, sir. These are probably someone's fake Jordans they were selling at a flea market for like $5 each. So, yeah, that was fun. And then I'm always called an idiot. They're like, you don't know what you're doing.
This card shop owner.
Well, we got a negative review one time on Google, a 1-star review, because the guy said that young guy doesn't know anything about cards. He wouldn't even buy my whatever. I'm like, yeah, if it was real, I would have bought it. Why would I turn down really good cards? Like, it's I wouldn't just say no. I don't want these really valuable cards, sir. That's always a fun one.
Let's see. What was the favorite card that has come into the shop?
Favorite card, probably that Jordan rookie, the one that I'm never gonna get rid of.
Yeah.
Like I said, the dude, he had several other cards and stuff, but like that one I particularly wanted for my collection just because it told such a cool story. Like the kid wrote his name on the back of the card so his brothers couldn't claim it as theirs. Like he took it to school every day, which I thought was pretty cool. He was pretty proud of it, but he needed the money. I paid him what was fair for at the time for a Jordan with 4 rounded corners and 100 creases in it.
And a name on it.
Yeah, at that time, like authentic Jordan rookies were only worth like $400 or $500, and I think I paid him like $300 or $350 cash for it. Plus, I had to grade it, so I pretty much paid him market value on it. Now I don't even know what authentic Jordans are selling for. I mean, this market's so crazy.
Yeah, I had a 8.5 back in the day, and I sold it to buy a David Johnson card.
Nate was working for me at the National this year. Hey. I think we had 7 or 8 Jordan rookies we sold at the National this past year, and they were for about a quarter of their current prices. PSA 8s for like 16.
Oh, if only you know the secret documentary was coming out.
Yeah, that's. I mean, for us, I mean, we have to keep turning cards. We can't just keep everything, or else we'd be living in a cardboard box somewhere.
I don't get
Yeah,
why
yeah,
the
I
Jordan
owned a
explosion
Jordan
happened because
rookie
of the
PSA
documentary.
I mean, it's not a rare card. It's just the demand is so high.
It was because of a documentary. Like, did people not know Michael Jordan was good at basketball before
Well,
this?
To be fair, Nate.
To be fair,
The card was trending up pretty aggressively before the documentary. I mean, all key rookies were, but the documentary just like put steroid. I mean, that was just like,
Yeah,
I don't even know.
I just don't understand. It's Michael
The
Jordan.
one
People
that is
know
just-
Michael Jordan.
The crazier ones are like the Griffey rookies going up. That population's crazy. McGuire rookies, Sosa rookies going up. Like the guy's not going to get in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Like I understand. Like I don't know. Like everything junk errors is getting silly. I don't know.
I have a couple Bo Jackson rookies I need to send in to grade because PSA 10s are like 180 now.
What, his 87 tops?
No, is Donruss.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like I don't even have the time to like pay attention to all the cards that are currently going up. It's like it's a daily thing. Stuff is just going up by exorbitant amounts.
but yeah, I think that's all we have for the questions.
All right.
So, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for our nonsense.
One of our lovely sponsors.
Yeah. No problem. I sponsored when this was just a seedling.
Yes.
3 weirdos and some card talk.
When we were but a mere sperm cell.
Now we have 14 people in the chat. Ooh.
Jack's hair was a different color when this podcast started.
Was it?
No, probably not, but maybe.
No, because work said no, you can't have the color that promotes the gay agenda at work.
But like your hair isn't your natural color anyway.
I mean it's gray hairs.
Show us
quote,
the carpet.
unquote, natural.
Please don't.
Bro, I need to do some trimming down there.
But yeah, JB3, yeah, I live in Pittsburgh, yes. That's where our shop is. Nate's favorite city.
The land of 10,000 bridges.
The land of 10,000 bridges.
And where it's overcast 90% of the time.
No, 77%. We don't get vitamin D here.
77, yes. But Pittsburgh is the cloudiest city in the U.S. Just if you guys didn't know.
Also, Chad, plug your Kerry Colbert collection page because someone's asking
Colbert?
to see the Kerry Colbert.
I haven't updated that one, but what's that one? Is it just Kerry Colbert Collector, I think? I don't know.
I don't remember.
I don't know what it is, Jack, honestly. I would show some of them off, but I'm up in my cat's room right now, and they're downstairs.
/ my bedroom.
/ Nate's bedroom.
Aw.
So that's
I'm
where
not
the
invited
magic
to the
happens.
slumber parties.
Yeah, Nate has his own room in my house.
Don't show them my Bieber posters.
No, it's Nate's room looks like shit right now.
Do you have any boxes in there, perhaps under the bed?
Any what?
Boxes.
Boxes of what?
Thin mints. Thin mints.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
the last
Mayonnaise.
time I collect wax too. Like I'm a big wax collector, so I have quite a few sealed boxes that were in here last time Nate was here, and thankfully he did not find them and open them because they have all considerably gone up in price since then. So I probably would have murdered him, but yeah.
All right, that means for sure next time I'm opening them up.
Rip them
They
now. Live.
They will not be here. No, I like vintage wax and stuff, which I can't afford it anymore. It's ridiculously expensive, but yeah,
That's
fun
fair.
stuff.
So tune into Chad Tuesday nights and Friday nights here on YouTube, not our YouTube page, but the Sports Car Junction YouTube page and the Facebook page for Sports Car Junction at night.
I love how Nate wears a Sports Car Junction shirt more than I do.
I can't it's hard to point. in
I
an
am
opposite
proud of the
directions.
logo that I made.
Yes,
I'm
it's
proud of
very
my
good.
work.
There's people who still don't understand it, and it just boggles my mind. Like they don't get the. But Jack might be one of those people. The way he's looking at me right now.
What's an S?
No, so like it's sports car junction. So junction,
I get
meaning,
it.
like trains and train stations and stuff. So it's like the train railroad crossing sign.
No, I get it.
No, we have people who legitimately have no understanding of it at all. So that's fun.
Is that a pentagram?
It
Is
is
that the devil's work?
We have a lot of people who say like SJC too, which that's not. They read left to right to center.
I can understand if like, because one of the original designs was SCJ.
Yeah,
I was like, no, that doesn't look right.
yeah. It looked like Nate spent a lot of time designing that one. Oh, we got a couple tired guys there, Nate. I think that's.
It's been a long day. I've
If
been
you
playing
yawn like
DDR.
that in the national, you're in for a surprise.
Oh no!
I don't think Jack knows tired.
Wait, are you the person who like did that to me when I yawned?
What?
What?
I feel like someone just smacked me in the mouth when I
Hold on,
yawned.
Jack, can you do it one more time so we can verify what it looks like?
Just like that.
One more.
Shut up.
All right, can we get an
Someone just-
example, like on your ass? Like maybe at the time of the smacking, there's a little bit more meat on that.
Here, is this what the people wanted?
What's that? That's what the people want.
There we go. It was like that.
Oh yeah. There we go.
I don't know how much of my ass showed up on the screen, but did Trisha
Oh,
like that?
man.
Did
I can show you my ass. Apparently, I have a big donkey dog.
Damn right.
It's cause of them lips.
Tyler's
thank you for
just
joining,
that thick
Trisha. That was
boy.
great.
And I am wearing skinny jeans, so my butt looks even better.
Oh, it's not coming through good, Nate.
Yeah.
Oh, we got that
exactly.
We got that vitamin D surprise.
Tyler's that thick boy.
Mm.
Tyler turns baggy jeans into skinny jeans.
Oh, get ready for Cardboard Illuminati bench warmers dropping 2 months from now.
Oh,
Oh, back that ass up.
Tyler had to install a backup camera on that ass.
Tyler, are you sure you're not from Georgia? Because that was a lovely looking peach.
Ooh. I'm glad no one just
All right.
walked by right now.
I got Chad to
because
snort on that one.
if someone walked by right now, I'd have no explanation. It'd just be, I'm gay. That's the easiest excuse off the top.
No, I would think you get a much more offensive stereotype.
I mean, you're family friendly on the Cardboard Illuminati.
All right. Well, I think it's time we move on. Chad, if you would like, you're more than welcome to stay for.
I will stay and be quiet.
Okay.
That works for us.
We're happy to have you.
Now, all right. I gotta say it in the voice. I don't have the music for it, but now it is time for the Flex of the Week, the most dignified part of the Cardboard Illuminati podcast. Now we will head over to the Flex Master General, Tyler Sports Guy, to see what we have for this week. What do we have, Tyler?
I think it's pretty obvious what we have. So a few days ago, was it yesterday? I don't know.
No, it was
Wisconsin
2 or 3 days
Razzes.
ago.
Okay.
Time flies.
It really does. Anyway, Wisconsin Razzes posted a picture of a naked woman with stickers of some kind over her boobies.
The nipples are covered, therefore not naked
And
by Instagram law.
I'm not naked. I'm
tomato,
not
tomato. But regardless, he had a Calvin Ridley flawless. I don't know if that's an RPA if it's a second year, but anyway, he said, getting a bunch of Razes ready to post. In the meantime, why not check out my friend Izzy? She's a dime, and she's down with and she's down with Wisconsin. Check her IG out, whatever, or these pages.
Yeah, check her OnlyFans.
It's free. Go get one like why is it other $15 for 3 wasn't that bad considering damn titties.
There was no burp in the post. You
I don't
added
even know
that.
where to begin with that.
We have to be true journalists. No adding burps, sounds, or anything.
Okay, well, regardless, usually when people post stuff there, like with the strip club video.
I was just about to say, why is everyone on Instagram like hitting up clubs on a Tuesday afternoon, making like new moms shake their ass?
For
just, like,
some of the people watching or listening when this gets downloaded and uploaded to our actual podcast page, in a previous episode, our flex of the week was someone who legitimately went live from a strip club. Like, full titties and vag. Everything.
This is cards, bro. We don't need to do this. That's why, like, Wisconsin was like, oh, these guys are going to talk shit about me. Can't wait. Like, I can take it. And I'm like, Doug, I don't hate you. Just why? I don't understand. I get sex sells, but, like, not like this. Not titties out over Calvin Ridley.
No,
I can't look at Calvin Ridley the same way again anymore.
There are multiple things to this. One, just the reason why, which I don't understand why people do. The card
I think Tyler's having a stroke.
Yeah, no, I didn't want to say anything because sometimes it was lagging on
if it was Michael Jordan or LeBron.
Yeah, Tyler, your internet is
you are
southern.
Bugging heavy right now.
So just while you recover from your stroke, I'll start with my vote on the matter.
Apparently.
I will say
really fucked up.
It is different.
Tyler. Oh, well.
It is different than the ones that we've seen in the past. Because this one was at least cross-promotional.
That is true.
It was legitimate advertising.
And she looked nice. I can't deny, I'm a man. I like titties. She had nice ones. Shut up.
Yes, he's stroking out. Classic Tyler. Absolutely.
Classic Tyler. But again, like, I don't hate the man. I think he's fun. I think he's a fun guy. Kawhi Leonard, fun guy. I keep going back to the question of why.
I'm sorry. Did you just reference a basketball player?
I did. Oh, so Chad, basketball is a sport where someone dribbles a basketball up and down the court and tries to put it in a peach-shaped basket in order to get 2 or 3 points per basket. Whoever has the most points at the end wins.
Thanks,
Kawhi
Jack.
Leonard.
So good.
I had that one waiting, and you just dropped Kawhi Leonard. I was like, I gotta do it.
That's so good.
I'm sorry. You know me by now. Like, my references just come at the drop of a hat. Like, I'm Mesopotamia man for a reason. Do you think I premeditated Mesopotamia going into the podcast? No. Mesopotamia just came to me.
But like I said, this was the first one that was legitimately cross-promotional. It was getting you to go somewhere else. It wasn't just, hey, look.
Hi, Tyler. Hi, Craig.
Are you
Speak
back?
to us.
Are
Is
you
it
back
any
in the
better?
land of the living?
Yeah, it's better now.
So it's better.
It is better.
Yes, you are better now. You're like late years Ronald Reagan.
Wait years, he was like Alzheimer's and like Jelly Bean Man.
Anyways, so what you missed was, from my point of view, this is the first one of those that we have seen that was cross-promotional. It was like legitimate
heard that part.
advertising. What?
So yes, I heard that part.
Okay, I just wanted to bring you up to speed. So what were you going to say before you started smelling burnt toast?
I mean, the whole thing just makes absolutely no sense. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. I thought you
Yes.
were going to say something after that.
Well, I'm just making sure that y'all can hear me because apparently my internet likes to shit the bed during times like this.
Yes,
What'd you
your
say?
internet is a German porn star. We're
regardless-
aware.
Nate.
What?
Nate.
You got to step up
That's
your
the whole
game.
thing.
It is a
Just
live
make-
show, people.
Why?
I thought I wasn't supposed to say the gamer word.
There's a difference between saying that and German porn stars like shitting on each other.
Tyler,
Anyways.
say the gamer word.
Go ahead, Todd.
Oh, man down. Okay,
Not
so
doing-
Chad, you're gonna have to be the third flex of the week, whether or not it is earned or not.
I don't know. What do you want me to do? Just name something. I'm not tagged in your guys' stuff, so I didn't.
All right,
see
I will bring up the flex of the week.
Oh, can we put this on YouTube? Oh God, I Susan, no, don't delete my account. We can put this.
I
right?
don't. I think so.
We can, right?
There's
Like,
legitimate pornography on YouTube. This is not
yeah,
that.
yeah, that's true.
But this was our flex of the week. Getting a bunch of razzes to post. In the meantime, why not check out my friend Izzy? She's a dime and she's going down with Wisconsin. Check her IG out, OMWTGFYB13, or check out her OnlyFans page at It's free till the end of May. Go see a peep while you can. Otherwise, it's $15 for 3 months, which still isn't that bad considering dem titties. Like I said, it's unexpected, but
why? What about the children?
Yeah, I mean, I'm with Jack. Like, just why? Like, I'm sure a lot of people appreciate it, but why?
Again, no hard
like-
feelings towards him. Like, again, I think
Or
he's a
her.
wacky gentleman.
I mean, just what happened to good old fashioned hard work and hustle to promote your stuff?
sex sells.
If I knew it was that easy, I mean,
But it's cardboard, man. Like, you know, the Instagram community too. There's a lot of kids in the Instagram community, and
Yeah.
then just like scrolling down your
Oh,
feed,
sure.
just like, oh, that's a good LeBron. Oh, that like nice Kawhi Leonard auto. Oh, titties. Wait, what?
well, to be fair, Jack, a lot of the card community probably that's every other picture that they look at anyway.
Yeah.
That's fair.
No, that's fair.
Also, Instagram is just like a cesspool of like models who just show their titties out with
Yeah,
like an
it's just like-
inspirational quote.
Hold on. Now,
Okay.
are you like faulting them?
I mean, I'm faulting the people who kind of follow them, you know, because like the ladies will like post a picture of like wearing almost nothing and like a caption of like, oh, it feels so good to be one with nature, unbound by the shackles of cloth.
Who was
And
the
just, like,
account
have their
who
ass
actually
sticking out.
posted that? Was that like a big account? or was that
Wisconsin
someone-
razzes. They have like 1,500.
Would you
Let me
say
see the
Wisconsin?
With like WIS as in Wisconsin, and then Compton.
So
Razzes.
Wiz Compton. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is the
Yeah, because Jack, if you backpedaled on that, I have audio proof ready to play of you agreeing with me on a previous episode of saying can't fault the girls for taking advantage of the system of us.
No. I've said, like, if that's how you get the bag, go get the bag. I'm talking about this time we're looking from the consumer perspective, and I don't. Everyone's working hard, and I'm saying as a consumer, like, you have too many like horny dudes on Instagram and things like that who believe like, oh, this person's speaking some spiritual truth because she has her asshole showing on Instagram. And it's the same thing that arises every time with me with these Instagram titty models. You guys know porn exists, right? And there's a lot of it, like too much of it. Like, I'm getting Facebook ads for it.
Yes, but at the same time, the other method still brings in money. So
Yes.
why would they stop?
I do not blame. If you're getting the bag by just like wearing a skimpy outfit and saying like putting like a Gandhi quote under it for some reason, like I will not fault you for that.
Yes,
You
we were
earned
talking
the
about
bag.
Yeah, we legitimately have in the chat right now the girl that was in the post. I'm not kidding.
Oh, oops!
I feel like
She's been here the whole time.
I didn't know that was her. Oh no! I was talking about her titties.
So, little side note: I think if Jack was a woman, he would definitely be an Instagram model.
I would too. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
No, I would dead ass be a porn star. Are you kidding me? Like, that's a good way to earn the bag. Well, actually, no, because the porn system's kind of like corrupt and gross. But like, I do amateur, you know. I'm sorry, Miss OnlyFans. Excellent work. What do I say here? I just talked about a girl's titties in front of her. I don't.
Oh man, I fucking love it.
I was gonna say, like, the redeeming part about this is not post-realization. I was going to say this. The redeeming part about this flex is that she seemed pretty cool from what Nate said. And if you have someone who's like down to earth and like not fake, especially with like this line of work,
yeah,
like that's really cool.
Okay, as far as rendering the verdicts, I will go first because I'm pretty sure I'm the only one. But this is just my marketing degree talking and everything like that. This was the first one we saw that was cross-promotional. There were benefits on both sides of the accounts that were doing it. It's groundbreaking. It grabbed people's attention. It worked.
From a marketing aspect, it's good.
Yes. So I'm going flex earned.
I'm going flex earned, and again, this is is this the titty episode? But I'm going flex earned because again,
Illuminati sideball OnlyFans.
I will make an OnlyFans. Don't at me. But again, flex earned because she's chill. That's like the only reason for me. If she wasn't chill, then I'd probably go flex not earned because solely why. But she seems pretty chill, and that's I'm distracted by Cat and just my horrible guilt. I'm not okay. I wasn't okay before this, but now I'm just. Oh, right. This is a. Ooh.
Tyler, what you say doesn't matter, but you get to say it anyways.
Is he actually even there? Like, no.
What?
See, he's like, he hasn't even moved, and like.
No, he's just staying very still.
I see the lighting change. Yeah,
he probably just had some biscuits and gravy, and it's just in a coma.
Yeah, see,
I mean, can y'all hear me? I honestly don't know.
No, we're good.
Yeah.
We're good now?
Yeah, I thought you were just remaining silent because
hang on.
You did not agree with what I was saying.
My dog left.
No, I actually zoned out for a second. I mean, I still don't understand the purpose of it. I get the whole marketing thing behind it, but at the same time, it's just like, really. I mean, it's not something you would expect to see. I always wonder why people do that in the first place.
When picking her up, I kind of I twisted my hip and it hurt like a motherfucker, and I was trying just not scream.
Tyler is talking.
I'm sorry. I tried to get a
pedophile
cat.
Child.
What? What? I was gone for 30 seconds. When did that happen?
You are both.
Aww.
We established this earlier in the show.
Oh,
Continue,
yeah.
Tyler.
I did appreciate the video he made. I think like the next day or whatever, when he was calling me out, I guess, for blocking him when I didn't even block him. I don't know. And he had 3-6 playing in the background. That was a nice touch. I'm still really confused by the why thing. It's whatever. I'll give it Flex Earned for the first time in
Hey,
a
we
while.
did it.
We did it.
But
So is that the first unanimous Flex Earned? And it was for
Scratcher.
for titties.
Head scratcher.
I'm going to be honest. I was not expecting that.
I did not expect Tyler to. I expected Nate to. I did not expect Tyler to.
So our first unanimous Flex
I mean,
Earned.
it was
Wait,
interesting.
We have a fourth now. Can we get a clean sweep?
I think he's more so sticking around for the mailbag.
I mean, like, yeah, from a marketing aspect, why not do it? I mean, if that's what you're going for. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't market my business that way, but you know, I more have a family culture going on in the store. But if you
Coming up on Sports Car Junction, Nate's ass.
No, I mean, but if you're strictly like a Instagram razzer or whatever, I mean, and you don't really have like a brick and mortar business, why not? Go for it.
I've said this before, but I eventually just want to take a picture of me in like a horizontal booklet just between my ass cheeks and just sell like that.
I'm
But
sure there's a market for that too, Jack. There's a market.
No,
for
Jack.
everything.
What you have to do. This is very tasteful. It's artistic. Get a card that has a button relic in it and just lay it on your ass so the button looks like it's where your asshole is.
What about my Michael Floyd anal booklet?
Oh my god.
That's a good one.
Or my Andy Isabella ass card? Why do I have
yes,
these?
we have our first unanimous Flex Earned, and we will move on to the listener mailbag.
You've got mail.
All right, so our first question comes to us from Northwoods Card Collector. They want to know, what is your favorite sports movie and why?
Let me think about that. Also, Isabella, I dead ass. I might just sign up for your OnlyFans after this out of guilt.
Marketing.
Jack, you need to get some poontang.
I do. I haven't had sex in a year. But
You need
That's
to get
actually
some.
surprising to me, honestly.
I don't go outside, and my last relationship was really toxic, and I'm like, I don't want to really do that again. I have weed and anime at home,
And she killed
Plus-
someone.
Plus,
and she killed someone.
yeah.
What?
Plus, we all know butt stuff
Yeah.
doesn't count.
Wait,
Oh, did you not know that?
Your ex murdered somebody?
Not quite murdered, but
Manslaughtered.
you know, the
Jesus.
casual manslaughter. Yeah, she got mad at me for that too. I was 1,000 miles away when it happened. I didn't even know. Like, so I drove her to dinner one time. We were in like the parking lot, and she talked. Well, she said something like, "Oh, I can't use my car this week," or something. Thanks for driving. I'm like, "Yeah, sure. Why can't you drive?" "Oh, I killed someone yesterday." I went,
Oh god, hold on.
What is she eating?
Hold on. That's what happens when you have a moose dog.
We interrupt this manslaughter story to introduce you to a fluffy moose dog.
"Yeah, no, my ex just hit someone with her car, and now I
Alright,
just make a bunch of
Dante's.
women driver jokes."
Dante Stallworth.
See, we are finally getting some spice into this podcast. I fucking love it. Anyway,
Okay, sports movie.
So her car.
X killed. I'll sign up for OnlyFans. Movie. I'm trying to think. Just Talladega Night. Well, NASCAR is not a sport.
Fuck you.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
I'm
This is why
not
they
saying
bully me.
NASCAR drivers are on the same athletic level as like football players, baseball players, basketball players, stuff like that. It is still a sport.
Chad, this is why they bully me. I speak the truth.
Yeah.
Jack, I'm going to cut you.
I mean, I don't even consider Talladega Nights like a NASCAR movie, honestly. I know there's a lot of NASCAR in it, but that's not like...
That's fair.
I don't even think driving whenever I think of that movie.
Well, I'm just
Wait, what was the
spitballing to
question?
start.
Favorite sports movie?
Shit. Either He Got Game or Days of Thunder. Field of Dreams. That was a good one.
Yeah,
Wait, this is about sports?
we can probably go top 3.
I'm probably gonna get bullied for this, but it's such a nostalgia movie for me. The Longest Yard, the Adam Sandler one.
You guys have
I'll
all
give you
said
that.
the wrong answers.
Really?
I knew I was gonna. I knew.
I
knew
cannot
it.
pick a favorite, but
I
my
have
top
not heard a correct answer yet.
my top 3 are in no particular order: Miracle,
Yep.
Remember the Titans,
Yep.
and then this is just one of my favorites. Nobody ever brings it up, ever. Radio.
I haven't even seen that one.
Yes, you have, Jack.
I have not seen Radio.
So Nate said
You are radio, Jack.
Nate said the 2 correct answers. It's Miracle and Remember the Titans. Those are the 2 greatest sports movies of all time.
Hudson Fan says Rudy. Also up there. It's not one of my favorites, but because it made me very sad.
What about the classic The Benchwarmers?
Jesus.
Or the even better sequel, The
Yeah.
Benchwarmers?
There must
Or
be
there's-
steroids in macaroni.
like Mike.
Like Mike.
There was a signed baseball by Rob Schneider, and he inscribed it Gus Bus, and I really want it.
Oh, that's amazing.
I
Growing
know.
Growing up, I probably watched The Sandlot like 100 times a year.
Yeah, The Sandlot is up there.
I mean, but it's up. I don't know, not anymore for
Actually,
me.
I think just in terms of favorites, I'm going to take Miracle out, and I'm going to put... What was I going to put in there?
Basketball.
No.
Cool Runnings.
Yes.
Crap, I already forget what I was going to... Oh, Happy Gilmore.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Once again, though, I don't even see it like as a golf movie. It's just like more comedy than that.
I was gonna say like Mike. I was gonna say like Mike and Rebound, the really shitty Marcus or Martin
You might
Lawrence
as well just say
movie.
Air Bud.
That's a pretty damn good movie.
Hey,
kid.
don't you shit on the Air Bud.
Don't be disrespectful. No, the original Air Bud. You can't go like the new ones, like Air Buddies, where there's like 9 puppies or whatever.
They fielded a
Yeah.
whole football team.
The
Air
original
Bud does my tax.
If you want to cry, the original Air Bud is dead, unfortunately.
Do we consider Karate Kid a sports movie?
No.
Yeah.
It's more of just like a perverted guy, like just having a kid hang out at his house and like do slave labor.
Hey, kid, I'm going to wax you on, and then I'm going to wax you off.
That's the creepier part is that lady just like let like an older man watch her like younger son all day.
It was
No
a
one ever-
different time.
Isn't he a janitor? Like, I don't know. They just never questioned it. It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna let this random janitor watch my child.
I mean, to be fair,
to be fair,
that's the kind of shit that happened in the 80s and 90s.
yeah, kids got molested.
Exactly.
Why do you think we just gave Michael Jackson a pass?
Not all of them.
Penn State. Shout out Penn State.
Friend of the
Friend of the channel.
Fuck Penn State.
Oh, heck yeah, Jesse. Got that Hercules insert.
All right, but that's as far as our favorites go. Yeah, that's.
I feel like I've
So-
seen Amateur Matthew, but I can't remember what it's about.
I have not
What was Amateur about?
an amateur.
Oh, it delivers what it promises.
It's not your kind of amateur, Jack.
Oh,
Moving on.
No,
Pale Boy
so sorry.
Cousins 75 wants to know which product from the early 2000s do you actually dislike?
Ooh. The problem is in the early 2000s, I was a child, a babby child. So I gotta. What?
Shit, that's a good question.
I
Upper
can't
Deck-
think of a specific product, but anything that used those god awful silver stickers.
That's
Yeah.
mid 2000s.
I'll say Upper Deck Glass, even though I'm such an Upper Deck fanboy. I'll say Upper Deck Glass is probably the most overrated basketball product. It looks ass, and you never hit the players you like.
Well, I mean, technically, this isn't early 2000s;
No
it's
answer.
mid 2000s. But Topps Paradigm Football.
Yes, I forgot about that one.
Paradigm or Paradigm?
Paradigm.
Paradigm.
That's also like
Paradigm.
Goddamn Southerner.
Paradigm.
15.
It is Paradigm.
If you have 2 dimes, Tyler, what would you have?
15.
You have a pair of dimes.
Man, I got a pair of dimes.
Am I allowed
You'll
to
have a
answer the
pair of
question?
nuts in your mouth.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Weird
No, I'm really
tradition.
not. I saw it and I had to take it.
This one's interesting, but it's also tough just because I did not collect because I didn't have object permanence. at that
Host, am I
point.
allowed to answer?
Yes.
You are.
Top stars. It was pitiful. Those were the ones that were like literally serial numbered, like 8,799 copies. It was not good.
You remember Top Signature where they had autographs out of
No
above
pictures.
No,
Or no?
Top Signature basketball had autographs in it that were numbered to over 6,000.
Yeah, it was like, that one was bad. That was a similar premise to Top Stars. Top Stars, you'd pull like a John Elway card and it's numbered out of like 9,800. And you're like, why'd you even number it? Just number
Although-
like the low numbered parallels.
I agree with the Top Stars. However, Top Stars is probably one of my favorite Pujols rookies.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, that's that, and it's not even that year I'm talking about specifically.
But just like the product as a whole.
yeah, it wasn't great. I don't know.
What
All right,
about
well, Jack-
Topps Total?
I like Top Total.
I love
Topps
Topps
Total. I don't know if it's just because the name is Total, but it literally looks like the cards that you just cut off of the cereal boxes from the 90s.
It was
Well, it's
So that
supposed to be
was like-
cheap and fun for kids.
and it was. I think the baseball set was like 990 cards or something. I think football was like 500 or 600. I like Topps Total, and they did a first edition version of it too. I liked it.
I enjoyed it.
Tyler,
Oh.
Tyler, are you about mine and Nate's age? Are you like 30, 28,
He
29?
just turned 30 like
Yeah,
a month
so-
or two ago.
Like 2004, 2005, Topps Bazooka, I thought was a fun product back then.
Oh, I love Bazooka.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no, I love Bazooka.
You had
Are
like
we
the
talking
little
about just ones we
4-in-1
like now?
stickers.
No.
I liked it.
So Hudson Fan
No, I opened
15
up a
also
lot in
says
03.
Yeah, deepest checklist out there for sure.
Collector's
I think-
Edge for early 2000 stuff. I will agree
I'll
with
agree with
that.
I will agree
Yeah.
with that too.
But once again, you were getting what you paid for, so it's kind of tough to like shit on a product that was cheap. Like if anyone shits on like opening day, it's like this product is trash. It's like it's also less than $1 a pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Cheap products are going to have cheaper cards. That's just how it works.
What do you mean I didn't pull a diamond out of this score pack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why does my Score Football Retail have MJ autos in it?
All right. And our last question comes to us from collector_NW. They want to know what our favorite color refractor is.
Blue.
Gold.
Light blue foil.
Jeez, that was aggressive.
I made it very clear I love light blue.
Color Wars!
Race war.
That's a whole different podcast.
Oh, okay.
I want to make a joke, but I can't.
So do I. That's why I'm laughing. I can't.
I make the joke.
All I'm thinking though is the draft.
Gotcha, bitch.
For me, it's red.
Okay.
Man, it's gold.
I don't want to get deleted off YouTube.
We're not Alex
I mean-
Jones.
I mean, we already showed someone nude, so
Did you? Oh, well, technically, I guess.
yeah. Shout out Isabella, friend of the channel now.
Yes, friend of the channel. Hudson fan agrees. Well, for baseball at least, red.
I think it also like team colored parallels. That's the sweet
Yes,
stuff.
I like those as well.
Me and Nate talked
So
about
red
it
for
quite a bit.
Cardinals. Yeah.
I still just like gold refractors.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a very solid. I only get super fractors, you broke bitches.
See, but that stuff looks like different year to year. That stuff changes, so like it's kind of hard to say one color arbitrarily.
Yeah.
because like each
Yeah.
release is different. Like we were talking about this last night, or whenever me and Nate were live last Friday or whatever. 2005 Finest color parallels were amazing because they did X fractors for each color. So like you had green, blue, whatever. And then it was the X fractor blue. And then 2006 Bowman Chrome football. That has to be one of my favorite refractor sets. Before they started getting all the weird colors, like now there's like 58 parallels.
That's Prism. Prism is a nightmare when it
There's
comes
just
to
too
that
many. Like
Yeah.
06
There's
Bowman
40
Chrome.
plus parallels.
Yeah,
That's-
06 Bowman Chrome was like base, refractor, X fractor, blue, gold, orange, red, super fractor. Like that's good enough. I don't know why they can't just do that.
Oh, yeah, I gotta agree. It's not for
I
football.
agree, too.
Certified mirror emerald, absolutely Hudson fan.
Yep.
Yeah, it's nice.
No, but 2004-05 Topps Finest basketball is my favorite basketball set of all time.
Oh,
Those cards are just gorgeous.
I mean, is a super fractor technically one of the color parallels?
Yeah,
I guess.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know Tyler and Jack don't give a crap about baseball, but this year's Bowman Chrome super fractors are unbelievable.
oh, they're so
Have you
nice.
seen one in
so
person?
nice. They're so nice.
Have you seen one in person yet?
No, but I saw a really high res scan listed on eBay.
Okay.
It's like ridiculous.
I was
put,
wondering
like,
how they just look in person.
Yeah, they put like a Bowman logo on the border. It's just nasty.
Not part of that question, but least favorite. Mine.
Yeah,
Black.
I don't mind black. Black can work.
No, I like the black ones.
2014 Bowman Chrome, they did a purple refractor that was just an abomination.
Yeah.
Oh, the 2015 Topps Chrome football supers.
Yes.
Oh, you can't even
Yeah.
tell they're supers. They suck.
Yes.
Now
Yes.
I might spark debate with mine. A pronunciation debate.
Pronunciation?
Sepia.
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 We're
Oh.
split. Me and Jack agree.
Damn it, I'm a
Okay.
southerner.
Okay,
Sepia.
Chad, you have to come on every podcast now so we can just fight
But-
together against tyranny.
Yes, that parallel. They're so ugly every year.
Yeah, it looks like poo.
There have been
It do look like poo.
Like, but there's so much. There's such like a wide range. Like, once again, 2015 Topps Chrome football. Like, they looked like, I don't know. So if they are true sepia parallel, I think they'd be cool. But they don't actually get the coloring right on that.
When it comes to sepia, I think more about the design itself than the color, and that's not a good job for the color scheme. Then I think like the 2013 Topps Chrome, they look fine, I guess, but it's because I really like the 2013 Topps Chrome design. It's not because I like the sepia color.
The Topps Chrome baseball sepias are pretty nice, I think.
Now, if they did the sepias for...
We convinced him, Jack. Yay.
We did it!
Like the Chrome version of Heritage cards. That would look better because that set is designed to look old-timey, like sepia.
Yeah, like
we lost them.
Like sepia is like, you know, like those old-fashioned like Western pictures people get taken as like a family. Yeah. Like that's what sepia is supposed to look like. And unfortunately, it doesn't. Sepia. No.
We could go all night on different pronunciations.
I feel like we will after
but
this.
But I feel like me and Tyler probably are like the worst. I would say we probably say the most weird pronunciations.
I say
at least you don't beat your wife.
I mean, Tyler's down south, and Pittsburgh in general has like the worst pronunciations in the country. So
yeah, those early.
Oh, those suck. 2014.
Those were horrible. So the 2014 Prism logo red gold parallels just
so bad.
Awful.
Though honestly, then basketball did them like the same that year. They did like the logo silvers that just are really kind of obnoxious. There's like 50 logos on the card.
Can we count emoji parallels in Donruss yet?
Those are the worst.
I don't.
I like.
Hey guys, I'm a dab emoji super collector.
See, but they weren't made for like you. That's the biggest disconnect. They were made to get kids interested.
I get it. They still look ugly though. I'm not saying like they're gonna be.
It seems like something a boomer would make.
But like at the same, like I said, at the same time, they're meant for a specific person. And like Jack. I guarantee Jack hasn't ripped Donruss baseball, so it doesn't really affect him.
No, I have not.
Yes, but Jack's target audience has.
What?
Looking for those emojis.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
You said the kids like the emojis. You would think Jack would be all over the emoji cards.
I don't even know how old Jack is, so I can't say. He's either like 4 or he's like 57.
I'm 23 somehow. Like, if you had to guess how old I was beforehand, what would you guess?
Like 17.
Yes! Thank you. I keep telling people. Like, whenever I say I look 16, I'm like, oh, they don't know. You're just Jack. Oh. Yeah. So I've been carded for water.
See, like, but I also, like, Nate could also pass as, like, an 18-year-old, I think.
Yeah, my hair, I have a hat on because it's, like...
Yeah, you put that back on.
Crazy and matted down.
You look 23 to me.
But
like, me?
No, Nate looks 23 to me.
What is that?
Tyler doesn't look a day over 29.
Well, he is.
You're so thoughtful.
Oh.
It's also dark as shit. Tyler's background, so
yeah. I turn on the lamp because it's getting dark in here. The lighting in every place.
Well, I don't like overhead lights. I'm sorry.
It's a rich people's problem. Most of us can't afford lamps, Tyler. Those rich Southerners with all their lamps in their rooms.
You ever flex?
I tell you what.
You ever flex on people by illuminating?
Lamps in my living room. I am.
Isabella, you're not a day over whatever age you are, too. Mid heroin addiction.
No chance before.
Well, that's what I was trying to say. Like, Jack could either be like a teenager or he's like a 40-year-old guy who has some sort of dependency.
I can see it.
Someone
looks
when
jacked.
I did a roast me, and someone said I looked like someone who went boy to girl, said nah, fuck that, and went back.
Jack looks like he is the son of like a woman who was at a Billy Idol concert in like the 80s, and then
Are you Ninja?
No, I can't do that anymore. That's the sad part. When Ninja has gray hair, I'm just gonna lose my shit because it's fate at that point.
Oh man, that was hilarious.
That was a gem. That was a gem.
You shut up when I'm talking to you! You shut your mouth!
What?
That was Ninja.
Oh.
At one point, Ninja just freaked out on some kid on a live stream.
I was gonna say that sounded like Platinum.
Like before he got big. And people unearthed it, and still he ends up on the cover of ESPN the magazine.
Nothing ever leaves. Nothing is ever fully deleted from the internet.
Especially if you're a Twitch streamer.
I mean, what is the average? Like 2 million viewers or something?
Something like that.
And he's probably pissed off a lot of people who would go back on that stuff. So,
yeah. But other than that, I think that's it for.
We got 2.5 hours. Yeesh.
Thanks for
putting up with us. Yeah. Thank you for putting up with us, everyone, and thank you, Chad, for putting up with us. Yeah.
Yep. We appreciate it. So thank you for listening to the Cardboard Illuminati podcast. And remember, a maple leaf won't grow if your local Subway is more than 5 kumquats.